conditioning. It is painful. I have the industrial fan I told you about, and then I have a little desk fan, but the problem is it's like, if you are in the desert and you have a fan blowing at you, it helps a little bit, but it ultimately, the entire air is hot. So, I didn't expect that coming home at all. I don't know what broke it, but I've been having issues with it forever. Do you ever have air conditioning issues?
I stream in a dusty Tarkov base hideout looking basement. So like, air conditioning is not even a concept in my room.
So you're like evolved. Like you don't even need air conditioning.
I am overheating at all times. It's fine, you get used to it.
That's why I have this bottled water, or well, sippy cup.
I have coffee personally, which is probably not helping, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
What kind of coffee do you drink?
Black coffee, usually flavored. I mean, sometimes flavored. I like espresso, I like Americano. I like coffee for the taste, so I kind of just end up probably like overloading my heart for the love of the game, you know? Okay, let me...
Also...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Love is saying that I'm a little bit quiet. That's normally not the case, but
I raised
like,
you?
In my convoys.
Yeah, let me see.
Hello, Faultier. Hi, Augmented. Mina. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, hi, everyone. Hi.
I'm not able to see who's who because shared chat never works for me ever.
It's so weird.
I don't get it. They're still saying I'm quiet?
What? You're like maxed out on my end. Oh, wait.
Am I maxed out? Oh, what?
It's because my source for the game audio is the same as the audio for like. Can you speak again?
Hello.
Hi. Okay.
Hello?
I think now you should be pretty loud.
Normally, whenever I start collabs, I'm like, hey guys, let's do audio test. But I'm like, this is the one time I'm like, it'll be fine. Let's go.
Okay, you're now loud. Okay, but are you too loud is the question. Okay, she's louder now.
Wait. They're saying it's a good thing. They're not saying that I'm too loud. They're just saying I am loud.
Oh, louder. Okay.
So that's technically what we want.
Yeah.
But speaking of loud, I had quite a day today. So I decided I've been wanting to do it for a long time, and I finally summoned the courage to go on VR chat and socialize. I don't normally do that, but the thing is that I am, in a way, seeking out insanity. Not to record it or stream it or anything, just kind of vibing and chilling. So I'm going to the Has-Been Hotel chats, and they're very chaotic. But if you go to the ones that are have mods, they're like normal. But it was so weird and awkward because any other time I join VR instances, you walk around and nobody says anything to you. But you join like Has-Been ones, they're like, "How old are you?" Like they're doing age checks, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I feel like I'm being frisked." This is kind of crazy. Robin, hi, thank you so much for the raid.
Hello.
Robin, I'm doing a collab with Beryl Arsenal. But anyway, I lost that instance, and then I had to join another one, and then it was lots of N-word in the Has-Been Hotel VR chats. And I wondered, like, people stream these, right? Should I do that?
How?
I now know to definitely not do that.
It's
I
risky.
think you have to stream private instances or have it to where you're not able to hear anybody's audio unless you give them permission. But it was like a weird cacophony of noise, and it's also kind of funny being around so many different people on the spectrum of really, really, really awkward, really socially awkward, and then me in the middle. And then I guess the trolls at the top, kind of. It was kind of funny. There was like literally people talking to me, and no shade or anything, but hi, how are you doing? I'm a VR chat friend. Like they talk like the most stereotypical nasally nerds. It was adorable.
It's very less of a stereotype, but it's more like a reality.
Yeah, and it was so overstimulating because whenever you're in VR chat, the balancing for the audio is awkward. Like if you're on the floor above the first floor, if you stand over roughly where they are, you can hear them as if you're on the same floor. So it's like really hard to like avoid how chaotic it is. Have you ever fucked with VR chat or anything?
I want to do it so bad, but I don't have for now. I don't have a 3D model, but like soon. soon.
The thing,
I don't know.
the
I don't know
thing
if you do you need.
what?
I was gonna say, do you need VR equipment for VR chat? I mean, probably, but like,
No, not really. Yeah, so I don't want to ever invest in a VR headset, even though I've used one
So
before, and it is
expensive.
really cool. It's really immersive, but you don't need it. It is a little, the HUD interface stuff is a little bit convoluted. I don't think that's an issue with it being on desktop though. But one thing that's really cool is if you have your webcam plugged in, or I guess you could use your phone,
Yeah.
you're able to hook it up to VR chat, so it will read your hand input, so you can put your hands in front of the camera and
Oh,
wave
wait.
around. Obviously with limitations,
Yeah.
it's not the greatest. It doesn't have as much like, it will like lose track of your hands very easily, but you're also able to make it follow your head movement. It's kind of like messing with a 3D model, so it's actually kind of
that's
sick.
fun. I do have I have the classic like iPhone iFacial mocap set up because I haven't really dabbled in 3D very much. I used to use like a super
Right.
old PC webcam when I was 3D before getting my model. So now I'm like,
I don't.
I think iFacial mocap works with like Warudo and stuff like that, but I'm not sure if
Yeah.
VR chat's the same.
I don't recall, because I'm kind of new getting back into
Yeah.
the 3D stuff, because I only ever used a VC face, which is very, very simplistic and
Yeah.
limited. And whenever I started dusting off my old 3D and playing with them again, it's like, wow, Warudo and all these other programs are so much more advanced. And I don't think that I don't think base webcams were able to pick up like hand stuff easily. I think you had to have leap motion back then.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool how much things have progressed.
Yeah, I think Warudo
But,
is like built-in hand tracking, which I don't even know how that works. Like the
One thing
idea
I
of like
wanted to-
built-in is crazy.
One thing I wanted to mention though, like this might just be my paranoia, but it is something to consider, is that with VR chat, you are able to make it to where your custom model is not able to be copied by other users, because they have this whole mechanic where they can walk up to you and copy you, but you can opt out of it. But the problem is that not that you're that likely to have it happen, I think, but if somebody wants to hack, they kind of can just take your model if you upload
Ooh,
it, so to
that's kinda
speak. So
fucked
you
up,
might
yeah.
want to be careful. I'm considering maybe commissioning a model strictly for VR chat only. So if somebody steals it, it's like, well, fine. It's not something I was going to use on stream anyway. You know what I
the VR
mean?
chat model. It's not like the VTuber model itself.
Yeah, like I have Vroids and their VRM. I think there's a way that you can convert them to work with VR chat, but I don't want like those to get stolen, because those feel like the official like
Yeah.
3D forum, so to speak.
It's
But
like people
sorry,
being able to
I-
like steal your life 2D, which would be fucking crazy.
Yes, exactly. So you want to be like really, really like careful with that. But I digress. Beryl, how are you doing? I'm so happy that we finally get to collab.
I know! I'm so skittish with collab. I'm like, it's like, I'm a very social person, but for collabs, I'm like, but now here we are, so it's fun, it's good. I'm doing well. It was my single day off today. It was my one day off.
That's right. we were having to try to figure out like schedule wise how we can
Yeah.
squeeze this. Luckily, I don't go to bed early anymore. I try, but what was I gonna say? Wait, what did I just ask?
How my day was going.
No, there's something before it. There's something before it. I don't know.
I have no memory either, so like, I just have like no brain where the space is.
You like my chat UI? Thank you so much.
Yeah, your overlays are so cute.
I know, I'm so happy with them.
And
The
your
artist did
model.
amazing. Oh, thank you. I haven't seen yours in a while. I'm gonna go look at it. But Beryl,
I have,
can you
like, no
introduce
overlay right
yourself
now.
to my viewers? Can you please
Yeah.
introduce yourself to my viewers?
Okay, so I'm Beryl Arsenal, your little toy soldier VTube bear on the mission to create her on a mission to create her nation. I play high cortisol games and do low cortisol ASMR. Simple
What
as
kind
that.
of ASMR did you say?
Low cortisol ASMR, because I do very high
Oh.
cortisol games. Because I play
Cortisol.
I play like shooters and horror games, and then I do ASMR. So like, there's a
Right,
bit of a
right.
clash here, but it's fine. It's fine.
I remember you telling me about the ASMR. So does that mean that you have the 3DO and everything?
I'm crowdfunding one right now because it's like it's in Canadian dollars. It's $600.
Oh, you're Canadian. I'm so sorry.
So everything is expensive. So I'm crowdfunding it.
I hope that you can get it funded. So I guess technically you can do ASMR with any mic if you feel like it. It just won't be like, it won't have the audio channels left and right.
I have a Blue Yeti, so I have like the fake.
Practice it. We can do this. Oh, there's fake ones?
So the Blue Yeti has a stereo mode where the right side is stronger than the left side. So there's a bit of a separation. It's not true binaural, but it like replicates the feeling for like $100 instead of like 500.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's actually cool to like test the waters before hopping right into it.
That's why I bought it, because I was like, ugh, spending $300, $600, too risky for a new hobby.
I'm stupid, so I'm actually trying to crowdfund for one as well, because ASMR is not really my thing. It doesn't really affect me. If anything, it just makes me... It's like kind of like a Chinese water torture, except it's somebody...
Sorry, that was such a good... That was a good comparison.
But I think the idea of experimenting could be cool. Like, I don't know, the idea of like playing with toys. You like that?
And sounds and stuff. It's fun.
Nails. Also, I like one thing. I like if somebody is tapping their nails. Like they have long, girly ass nails. There's this one ASMR video that I really like that's cool. It's like this like e-girl and Trump. It was awesome. I'll have to send it to you as inspo.
Please do. I love the tippy tappy ASMR. It's so fun.
Chat. How are you doing, chat? Are you enjoying the collab?
Are you? Please,
I just saw your room.
Are you dying of heat outside?
I am. I am.
I will be soon. I can feel it.
I
My
like
is gonna
your
overheat.
room.
Thank you.
It looks. We're like in a bunker. It's got synthwave lights.
And it's there's an electric chair. There's a swing for reasons. There's handcuffs. There's blood on the bed. It's really romantic. And there's a toilet under the stairs.
Well, at least you have a toilet.
Oh yeah.
They said that your toilet has bisexual lighting.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, you guys.
Pride, bros.
I celebrated by eating Chick-fil-A. But it just worked out. I was invited to have it, so I just said yeah. But I'll tell you guys what. That was not cool of me. It didn't even taste good.
No.
So there you go. I didn't get Chick-fil-A sauce. What the hell?
It's
I need that sauce.
Literally Chick-fil-A. What's Chick-fil-A without the sauce? That's like
nothing.
a betrayal. There's like one. Where's my closest Chick-fil-A is like 7 hours away. So I never have Chick-fil-A.
I used to never have it when I was young. It was a delicacy, but whenever you move to an area that has one, then it just loses its magic because it's too accessible. That was me and Starbucks as well. I used to not ever be able to get Starbucks, and then I started being able to go every single day, and now I'm sick of it and coffee.
It's not a treat anymore.
Everything. No, it's not.
It's just like yet another thing. It's like me and Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell because the closest Taco Bell is like 3 hours away. But then it's like, if I had it all the time, it's Taco Bell, man. It's not gourmet, you know? It would like lose its luster.
That's why I'm scared to drink Dr. Pepper too much. It's already treading the line of not being a delicacy anymore. I'm scared of losing that magic. I can't afford that to happen, so I'm just stuck drinking garbage Coke. But I get that more for like the carbonation. It really helps refuel me.
Do you like, do you have like a soda stream or any kind of like carbonation machine?
I've heard of them. I should get something like that because Cokes go flat. So my problem is, and everybody always complains, no matter who I live with, they're always like, yeah, there's like 5 open sodas in the fridge again. But I come downstairs, I get a soda, I take some sips of it because I only need the carbonation. I put it away, and then by the time I come back to it, which is either hours later or the next day, it loses its fizz. Yeah. So then I have to open another one, and it drives people crazy. I can't help it though.
Yeah, at least with the soda machine. Oh, sorry. For the soda machines, you can make the bottles and like close them. So like the fizz won't last forever, but it's not gonna go flat the way open cans will.
Okay. And there's also getting bottled stuff too, but I think those are more expensive. I don't know.
I think so, yeah.
Wait. Did you type that, or was that... Why are you calling HR? What happened?
It's replying to a chatter who said he was streaking on my stream, and I was like, yo, you can't streak in public like this.
Oh, shit.
So, I'm not calling real HR. I love you guys, you know it.
But anyway, so... I don't really know too much about you. I remember we became a little bit more acquainted a few months ago.
Yeah.
I think I don't remember. I think you popped in at some point, and then I checked you out, and you seemed cool. I think around that point you were playing Tarkov, right?
Yeah. For a while, like, Tarkov and, like, MGS were my bread and butter. And then I played too much Tarkov, and then I was like, I gotta stop playing Tarkov. With all the new, like, extraction shooters coming out, I was like, I need to do different things. So I started Resident Evil, and I think that's how we started talking proper.
Oh, yeah. That's usually the perfect
yeah.
way to groom me. Resident Evil always gets me, like, going. I will let my guard down if people talk about Resident Evil to me.
I was like, yo,
But,
I'm starting. Yo!
You've been playing Code Veronica lately,
I
right?
finished it last week. Yeah.
And it was your first time, right?
Yep. The old franchise has been my first time.
Final boss?
It was... Okay, admittedly, I was playing the Japanese version of CVX. Patched to English, because there's an easy version. Like, there was like an easier mode. So the boss itself wasn't too bad, but I've noticed I still got soft lock during crits. So even if it's easier, yeah. So even if it's easier, it's still like no. So even if it's easier overall, the balance of items is probably very much similar to normal mode.
Right. I didn't even know that there was differences. The only thing I knew regarding Code Veronica is the original Code Veronica, and then X, which changed some characterization for Wesker, changed Steve's hairstyle, added more cutscenes, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like...
I've been meaning to play the original, but I've only ever played the PS2 one. Hold on, I'm still here. I'm just going on BRB screen. Wait, never mind, I can't hear you. Hold on. Sorry.
Oh, good, yeah.
I'm terminally attached to my phone. I'm here now.
It's fine. But yeah, like, I knew, like, the Japanese version of X had, like, easier difficulties. Because it's a Japanese thing to have easier difficulties, I guess. And
yeah,
Code Veronica
like RE2 did it, too.
Was my second original. And RE3 also had an easier mode. And I heard so much about Code Veronica being tough that I was like, oh, I'm not risking normal. Because I did normal for RE.
Okay.
I think I did normal for RE3. For Code Veronica, people were like, oh, they're bullet sponges. Oh, you're gonna get soft locked. Oh, it's super hard. So I was like, okay, I don't want to like crash and burn on stream. So I'm gonna do easy, and I still got soft locked.
Got you. So when I played Resident Evil 3, weirdly, even though I had it physically on PS1, I played it on GameCube, and the only difficulties they showed me was easy and hard, so I played on hard.
Oh, I would like to do hard for a Resident Evil game one day, but I don't think I'm there yet. It's like...
They're really not that bad. Like I find like Resident Evil 2, for example, to be like pretty damn easy. They do give you a lot of ammo in these games. They just trinkle them. Code Veronica's the outlier for being like mean and tightly balanced. They're basically like almost filtering out like lower skill level people, whereas the other Resident Evils and Dino Crisis, they give you the impression that they're gonna be really stingy with resources, but they're not. They just kind of trinkle them out slowly, just enough so you're a little bit anxious. But I mean, man, you'll be having like 90 bullets in Resident Evil 2 and stuff. It'd be crazy. But that's why I like Code Veronica, because Code Veronica is like, oh, so you think you're good at regular Resident Evil? Okay, well here, finally a challenge for you. And it's like, it definitely is challenging.
Yeah.
I like it, but did you got soft locked on the Claire Chris switch part?
Okay, so the whole thing is I didn't pick up the sniper when I was against Nosferatu with Claire because I didn't find it. So I kept my stuff on her, and I unloaded like 70 bullets on Nosferatu. for the pistol, because I feel like sniper is the only real viable way to kill him. Unless you're doing like some knife-only baller challenge. But it's like, I think it's 70 bullets to kill him on easy. It's 70 bullets. So by the time I got to Chris, he didn't have the better handgun. Because Claire had it. The hell items were on Claire. So like, I didn't have much for Chris, and I bungled my run so hard with him that by the time I got to the airport underground facility bit with like the poison hunters and stuff, I had a single hit point and no herbs left. So like, it was over.
Rough. It's funny because that was the way I got soft locked, but in a different sense. In the sense of, I missed a weapon. I missed the crossbow. And
oh my god, yeah.
So when you missing the crossbow is really bad because not even so much because you need it for the explosive rounds to go against the tyrant on the plane, but the game is just balanced around you having it and all the ammo for it helps you. It's like when I didn't find it and I get locked out of being able to ever get it, something happens or whatever, I would just take more hits because I don't have enough ammo in the game. And then I don't have enough health resources because they're really tight in this game. And I was just in this really bad situation to where I couldn't get through a certain encounter and I had to just start over. And it was very discouraging. I was surprised because I had no warning ahead of time. But the whole other common complaint is the character switching. It's very risky because normally what Resident Evil does, and Code Veronica even does it with Steve, is they let you play another character, but it's a self-contained character that has their own stuff. Like the other Resident Evils did it as well, like 2, and I think RE1 has like you play as Rebecca if you play Chris or stuff like that. But Code Veronica, like I admire the idea of, oh, you better make sure you balance things well with Claire before you go over to Chris, but the problem is that if you're playing blinds, you're not even going to know that's going to happen.
It's
you're not
well
going to know that you're going to switch to Chris.
Yeah, there's no there is no turning back up to this point kind of like warning anywhere. Except, I guess, it's implied in the airport before you go to Antarctica with Claire, but like, other than that, you don't have a warning that you're about to switch very easily. So for a blind, it's like missing the fire extinguisher, or like missing the switches. That kind of screws you over real bad. And
the other thing I hate the most is I hate dealing with the damn metal detector section. So annoying. I hated it.
I hated it. Also, hi, other Beryl. And Rainy.
Yeah, hi, other Beryl. With Code Veronica, it's getting a remake. It's like they've been saying it's gonna happen, and I mean, Capcom's been in the trend of remake culture. Yeah. And people kept saying the rumors are confirmed, they're making it. But it was still surreal seeing the trailer for it. Like, oh, they're actually doing this. And Claire looks really good. But it's always bittersweet for me because, how do I say, you know, a lot of games don't need remakes because they're perfect as is, etc. I usually do stand by that. But I often kind of dabble with the monkey's paw. I don't mind remakes just because I'm curious what they'll do. But like, even though Code Veronica is like ripe and perfect for a remake because it is a flawed gem, it could use some improvements. I feel like a remake is just going to overcorrect. It's going to take away the things that I like and make it more accessible to, I guess, the more modern audiences, which I'm kind of at odds with. But even so, I'm kind of optimistic that I'll at least get something entertaining out of it, because I did like RE2 and RE4 remake enough as is. I think you said you're excited for the Code Veronica remake, right?
Yeah, because honestly, like, from all the RE games I've played so far, it might be my favorite if it didn't have the flaws it has. It could have easily been my favorite with like RE1. But instead, it's like, oh, I liked it, but then playing it was a bit of a slog at parts. Of the soft lock and getting caught for 2 months, because it took me a while to go back to it because I was like burnt out from the soft locking, which is a shame because Claire's my favorite girl. I like the settings. I like Alfred and Alexa a lot. I like the bug motifs. Like, there's just great things going on with it, but man, it suffers from its issues.
Hey, if you like Code Veronica, they do fuck some things up, but do you have any plans to play the Resident Evil rail shooters for the Wii?
It wasn't in the plans, but that might be funny.
You should, because it's really sick. Like, for Dark Side Chronicles is like a retelling, and it changes some things that's kind of borderline offensive. Do you mind spoilers about what it does?
No.
They have Alexia literally kill Alfred for no reason, just because she's a bitch. And it completely misses the point of them having a unhealthy attached relationship to each other. And they decided to make her like a cold-hearted, like edgy bitch for no reason. It drives me crazy, but it's like that. Imagine all the music remade faithfully and remade really good. Like Veronica has all the synthetic opera voice, whereas for Dark Side Chronicles they got like a real opera voice to sing it all. Sick. It's so good. I would recommend at least listening to the soundtrack on your spare time. But so Code Veronica misses the mark at being your favorite. Which did you say is your favorite? You said RE1?
Yeah. I don't play I played the remake in full, and then I started like off stream. I started the OG, and yeah, that's my favorite so far. There's like setting.
The remake
and,
is your favorite?
I like the remake more for now, because the vibe in the remake is. Because I do like the first one, but there's a consistency in the color palette of the remake, which I just love. In terms of the spooky, the gothness of the mansion.
Yes.
In the remake, stellar.
Yeah, I am a big fan of it. It's actually my favorite game. Resident Evil 1, though, is cool because I do like that it has a vibrant color palette. I don't know if it was the intent, but I know that original RE1 is inspired, or at least I think it is, inspired by, you know, Sweet Home, Alone in the Dark, but also Night of the Living Dead, and I think other B movies, horror movies, etc.
It's very
and I think a lot of it,
yeah.
I think a lot of Italian horror movies would have like lots of vibrant colors, like Suspiria and stuff. So I feel like that's kind of maybe the intent that they had with RE1.
Yeah, I wonder.
But I also understand being more visually impressed because with the remake, because the remake goes for like overtly horror. Like you're gonna know this is horror just by looking at it. And I dig it. I dig it a lot. I like how they remade all the tracks. I do think that RE1 is a very solid game, and it's harder than the remake in my opinion. Especially the hunters. Like, it doesn't seem like they'll be hard, but the hunters are just harder to deal with in general because they can dodge your hits so easily. But I love both games so much. What about original RE2, or have you not played that one yet?
I haven't played that one yet. I mean, even my on-stream run for RE2 was super butchered, low-key, because I got to Claire B in the remake. I got nothing done in a full hour, and I was like, oh my, I'm not confident about doing this on stream. So I never did Claire B on the remake. So I want to see if RE2 OG second run is more balanced. Because Claire B in the PC version, you have like that small revolver with barely any bullets, and Mr. X is already there, and blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, I was hooked. I was suffering.
Yeah, I only played it once. I don't want to play Claire again because she has a really annoying instant kill section when you switch to Sherry that I won't spoil, but it does suck a lot. I hate it so much. I do like RE2 Remake, but original RE2 is like an entirely different game. I think RE2 Remake is good though, but I feel like you'll be pleasantly surprised with how good original RE2 holds up. And its vibes were not really replicated in the remake. It's inspired by the Terminator movies. So it has a very, very kind of like, this game is made for me, so to speak. I love it. I love it so much.
I've seen people play like RE2 OG, and I was like, yo, there seems to be way more of a difference between RE2 OG and RE2 Make compared to RE1 and its two versions.
Yeah, because, forgive me if you already knew this, but with the RE1 remake, it was directed by the same director, Shinji Mikami, and a lot of the same team that made the first Resident Evil also did it. But the remake came out 6 years after the first Resident Evil.
Yeah,
so it's
old
like,
when you think about it. It's like GameCube, right?
Yeah, it's GameCube. So the fact that it came out that quickly after the original, it was quick enough to where the mentality behind game design hadn't radically changed so much, which is why, for example, Resident Evil 2 Remake is the way it is, or Silent Hill 2 Remake, why they're like different camera perspectives, why they just do like modern gaming trends, etc. I'm a Resident Evil autist, if you guys couldn't tell, but I love it so much. What's really cool is since you're new to it, you have like quite a bit of content to get through before you catch up to where we are now. And I'll be curious how you feel like after you play all the originals and then, you know, play all the new ones. Because I feel like the new ones are this partial mix of pretty good and also a creative rut. I feel I didn't like Requiem. I have lots of issues with these remakes. Did you like Requiem?
Me?
Yeah, did you like Requiem? Did you play it?
No, I'm starting 4 tomorrow. I have like 6 games to go.
I know, but people be scrambling. They like pick their own order on how they want to do this.
No,
I'm just let it be known. Requiem sucks ass. It's really lame.
No, I'm not. I'm doing like chronological order, so I'm like not there yet at all. But I will be there no matter what. For my opinion, once I'm done.
Good. I like chronological order. People always say narrative order. Go for narrative order. And they'll have you playing RE0 first. Don't listen to them when they say that. RE0 is good. I actually like it. But there are people who are like, no, you should play 0 before RE1 Remake. No. No, you shouldn't. Please don't. That drives me crazy. Because it's literally an insane game that's just copying RE1 Remake in a way. It's like, it's very bizarre.
I think release order seems to make. I mean, I'm not even half done with the franchise, but release order seems fine for this.
Yeah, it's the better way to go because these games aren't really. Their strength isn't really their narrative. A lot of people, it feels like the thing they care the most about in video games is the narrative. But these are like mechanic gameplay loop focused games. And the best way to go is you want to find out how they were balanced, how they were designed, so you can see how they progress in terms of like mechanics design. Like who cares like what Jill does 5 years later, narratively wise. I want to see how the games evolve.
It's kind of why I kind of vouch for Metal Gear Solid. I do kind of vouch a kind of like machete order, kind of like Star Wars. So it's like a chopped up order, if that makes sense.
Wait, like I feel like I'm missing context. Are you saying the Metal Gear Solid before like Metal Gear 1 and 2?
I'm saying like doing the Solid games 1, 2, and when you get to 3, you go back to Peace Walker and go back to like the normal chronological order. You do 5, and then you finish with 4. Because 5 is the last one, but it's kind of like, it kind of moves like a spin-off in the middle of the timeline, so it's like, it's kind of a blue ball ending. So I kind of support stopping with 4, because that was a true ending point of the series.
Okay, so sometimes you do feel like the narrative should be a factor in like how you do things, but it just depends.
There's kind of a problem with that one, because Kojima loves retconning his games, because he loves, like, he hinges so much on exploring a theme that if he has to do a retcon or change a character's personality to like show off that theme, he's gonna do it, story be damned. So there's kind of inconsistencies in writing between the games sometimes, but like if you play 4 before 5, you end up seeing, you get like a big like info dump of exposition in 4 that explains who are the people in the prequel games and what they do, and I'm like, would you rather not see that happen organically and then get the info dump in 4 to get that straightened out, instead of getting info dumped, being confused, and then getting explanations as you play the prequels afterwards? I just feel like seeing it happen normally is more satisfying than an exposition dump. Well, that's me.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel, because like I'm still kind of dipping my toes in the IP. I've only played Metal Gear Solid 1 and I thought it was fantastic.
Oh, it's good.
And then I played Metal Gear Solid 5, which also was fantastic. It just wasn't great on the story or narrative or cutscenes, characterization. It was just a little bit like unspiced, unseasoned, but it had lots of potential, and I think a lot of it had to do with like the Konami issues and all that.
It's a victim of the circumstances.
Yeah, but despite it, it was very mechanically fun, but I don't know, maybe I just haven't gotten overly that invested in the story that much to worry, but I'll see how I feel when I play 2 and then 3 eventually.
Yeah.
After that, it's kind of like, I get confused, and there's like Peace Walker, and then there's...
Peace Walker is like the sequel to 3, technically.
Okay. Oh, thank you for the follow. Isn't there... What are the other ones? I know there's another one.
So, the whole timeline is like the 2 Metal Gears, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you get Portable Ops and Peace Walker, which is like Big Boss right after 3.
That was
and then
it.
You get 5,
I was trying to think of Portable Ops.
It's like half canon. It's kind of a weird one because Kojima wasn't super involved in it, but it does show like the progression of Big Boss, and it explains some things like how Campbell was met, how Grey Fox was met. So it explains something, and the gameplay is a very unrefined version of Peace Walker, which is in itself the beginnings of 5. So I think it's good to play to see gameplay evolution of MGS becoming a mission-based management franchise.
Right.
Because that's what Peace Walker and 5 are.
What is the, there's two ones. What's the one that they made after Kojima left, where it was like a zombie spin-off? What's the narrative importance of Survive?
I haven't played Survive yet, but I don't think it's... I think it's after a time skip or something, so like it can be entirely disregarded.
I'm assuming it's just like a alt universe, like the what's the Rockstar game that with the cowboys? How am I drawing a blank? I'm so stupid. I literally have them. It makes me think they had a zombie spin-off, which is insane. It's like, oh, that doesn't really happen, but what if? What if that shit actually happened? What about Ryzen? Do you like Metal Gear Ryzen?
I haven't played that one yet. Not yet. Soon, though. Eventually, when I get to the rest of the franchise.
It's so fucking good as its own thing or whatever. People are really mad about it initially because they're like, what the fuck is this shit? This isn't Metal Gear. And it's like, yeah, it's not, but this is fucking sick.
If you like the slashy, it's perfect.
Isn't it parry slap? I remember I don't do well in games with parry. I actually don't like parry. That game is very dependent on it, but
yeah.
It's like the only reason why I'm mentioning that is because it's all hard on my hands. Because I'm like a withering old woman. But that game is sick. I can't wait for you to play it. But I need to still play 2. Because I don't know. Like I want to play 3 the most. Maybe 2 is the one I'm least interested in. Not because it looks bad or anything, but because I've kind of window shopped with 3 more than 2. I do know all the spoilers.
Oh.
Have you read the Hayam Daisy comics for the Metal Gear series?
I don't think I have, no. Asahaya Sura. This is my friend Pumpkin. I'm gonna call that. But yeah, I haven't read those.
Yes, hold on. I'll link you. It's written like, hi, I'm Daisy, and they're very involved parodies of the games where they do the first 3 Metal Gear Solid games. The entire game. So it's like
I think I know this person.
80 pages of comic strips. You've probably seen the art style
or
the
internet,
panels
for sure.
used as memes. Mm-hmm. Have you seen the knife gun? Knife gun.
Yes.
It's so good. I highly recommend it.
But yeah, I think you would really like 3 is like, it's not my favorite because my favorites will always be MGS 1, I think. But MGS 3 has a sense of scale and urgency to the plotline that wasn't super replicated in most of them afterwards, I think. There's this grandeur, MGS 3, that I didn't feel in 5. Like 5 is that big open world, but I think with the narrative being so paper thin in parts, it's like, oh, so that's it.
When you find out why Quiet is dressed like a stripper, you're gonna cry.
You will feel
Let's
bad.
just say, you're gonna be crying tears at you questioning why. It has nothing to do with me liking bikinis. Don't you understand? She's photosynthesis.
Yeah, she's a plant. She's the very first plant woman.
She made the game like easy mode for me. It's like, all right, I suck. Can you kill all of them for me? Thanks.
I have a problem with her because I mostly play sniper in my video games. So I didn't use Quiet for like the whole thing. But then I finished the game on stream and I realized, oh my god, I'm missing her side quest. And I'm missing her last quest because I didn't use her all game. I have like 100 hours of zero quiet gameplay, so I think I had to grind a full month extra just to get her mission done. She's redundant if you're a sniper. Well,
I think the one that I didn't use was the horse. I would just like run on foot all the time or use my dog because like I wanted to always have quiet out. I didn't want to have to switch people out and then switch them back and whatever. And I liked my dog. I like my dog a lot. But the story was it was alright, but it could have been better. And I also didn't like how long you were in Afghanistan. It gets very old quickly, but when you get to Africa was super sick because it wasn't like the typical Africa you see, which is like really hot and sunny. They have it like during like the rainy season, and it was like sick. I dug it a lot. I really wish that they
rain and stuff like that.
Yes, but also artistic. I love water. I love water a lot.
Hey, I mean, you are your nautical. Well, you're not your nautical form right now, but there's sailor sense in there somewhere.
Yes, she's in me. She's in you. She's in the water.
She's in all of us.
But I definitely got the tism for the water.
It's me with the desert. I was very happy with Afghanistan, but then I liked Africa too. I like the trees and the water and the fog and the rain. I did like the open world in that game, even though most people are like, oh yeah, well the open world's super barren. Like, I do lament the lack of inside structures in the game. So I think that's
what I like about the
other ones. Yeah.
I just don't like open world in general. It's like I'm always wording it this way, but it's basically making it take longer to get anywhere. That's what open world is to me. Just it's so big. Anyway, you got to run for 30 minutes now when it could have been 3 minutes. Have fun.
That was my Edge's 5 experience.
I get why they don't want it to be too small because it might like be too obvious. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with some kind of justification for it.
It's not like Yakuza where the open world is small but it's super packed because it's in a city. If you made like small Afghanistan, you would be like, oh, so that's it.
Yeah, I love how Yakuza was. Like, Yakuza was really overwhelming at first. It was kind of like the amount that I like medium-sized maps to where it's not that tiny, but it's not so overwhelmingly big for the sake of being big. That's my sweet spot right then and there. And I think some games still do that.
They're getting rarer. I don't play a lot of open world anymore either. I get distracted when I play open world games. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do 10 billion side quests and not do anything about the main story.
That's what fucked me in Red Dead Redemption. The first time I played it, that was my first open-ish world game, or sandbox game, rather. And I was like, wow, this is so cool. This woman, she robs me. Wow. Hey, another woman. Oh, she robs me too. They all do that? Huh. And then I just kept wandering around in the desert and not progressing. And I'm like, man, this is fucking boring. I'm with this game.
That is exactly how I played RDR1. I haven't played the second one, but I have the first for PS3, and like, I kind of got nothing done, man. I just walked around, rode my horses, and like...
I think once you learn to have the right discipline, once you know how to tackle these games, I feel like it can be a lot better experiences. But my problem is that I just don't vibe with Red Dead in general, or the Rockstar formula, except, I'll make one exception, because the vibes are so cool, is Bully. I am a Bully lover. Red Dead is okay, but I don't give a shit about cowboys. But you should play Bully. It's sick. It's very unique. Sick as in like in a good way.
Yeah.
It's very unique. The main theme is literally inspired by Suspiria's theme. Like the soundtrack is just absolutely wild. I love the cast. I love the characters.
I really gotta lock in. I love my Suspiria base games.
The main character that you play as is like kind of cool. I don't know how to explain him, but I just like love him as a character. But one last thing about Metal Gear, because I just remember, I keep forgetting, because remakes just happen left and right now. So it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even leave a lasting like impression anymore. But I keep forgetting that there was a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3. That's out, right?
Yeah.
And I forget it exists constantly.
Yeah. I mean,
2 years ago. No way!
No,
a year ago.
Last year.
Right?
It was last...
I was about to say.
It's last
the
summer,
passage of time cannot be this crazy.
No. But yeah, it's like
I don't want to play it. I don't want to play it until I play the original because I feel like it's too easy. No offense to anybody who does it. It's just my personal preferences. Whenever a remake comes out or, hey, we revived Armored Core, it's like you're tempted to go for the newest thing because it's the most accessible. It's right there and there's hype around it. But it just makes me feel more guilty that I haven't gotten around to like the older ones. I need to eventually play 3, but I have this stubbornness of feeling like I can't play Metal Gear Solid 3 until I stream Metal Gear Solid 1, even though I've already played it. And then I have to stream Metal Gear Solid 2. It's like, I hate being OCD VTuber.
Unless you do chronological order. That would be fine, because it would be the first one. In chronological order.
Oh, is that what chronological order means? Does that mean narrative?
Oh yeah, that's what I mean, like the when it was set in the timeline of the games. Yeah, narrative order, you could say.
Oh, I wasn't sure because earlier I think I might have been misunderstanding you. I think we were on opposite sides of the spectrum. I usually prefer game release. That's probably why I seem crazy.
Oh, okay, fair. Because you said I think you said narrative earlier, and I was like, oh, so she likes them in order, like in order of like when it's set in the world.
Right, but it's definitely 50-50. I feel like it's just coin flip on if somebody prefers release order, if they prefer narrative order. I personally don't prefer narrative order, but it's kind of obvious that I'm biased because I don't really care that much about story on a deep level.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I do like it, I do appreciate it, I do think it's fun and adds flavor, but I'm more interested in the gameplay because I'm autistic. Also, Cloudy, yeah, I'm playing the Call of Duty 2 menu music because it's like really iconic.
But yeah, it's like, for Metal Gear, I don't think there's any wrong answer on the order you want to play. But for like a first timer, it's probably release, even though it's like release, but switch, but keep 4 for last.
Yeah. I think also when it comes to IPs that have so many installments, you have choice paralysis to begin with. As long as you just play the games and you hopefully have the intent to play the old ones as well, I think you'll be fine. That's why I don't try to heavily dictate how somebody gets into Resident Evil. Like, some people get like really mad, like, don't you ever tell somebody it's okay to start with RE2 Remake or RE7. I have some preferential suggestions, but I mean, as long as you're playing them, I'll just encourage you on the side.
Yeah. It's the fact they're interested is great enough as is. Is it like the best way? But if doing it this specific way is what motivates them to explore the series at all, Godspeed, man.
Yeah. And I believe in gatekeeping, but gentle gatekeeping. You gotta give them a chance to start fucking up and having really bad opinions. Then you give the spankings and you fix them. But go gentle at first, otherwise you'll scare them away.
I can't even imagine how you feel about the new Resident Evil fans.
Oh, I feel a lot about them. I think we're the source of all the LARP discourse in gaming right now because Resident Evil fans are getting this reputation as being people who don't really play the games. They just they have a Leon Kennedy profile picture and they watch YouTube videos and then they try to have in-depth discussion about the series and how the game should be, but they don't actually play them. That's all started around the Resident Evil fandom.
And the way I see it is just, it's okay if you just kind of wanna sit back and watch videos and watch Let's Plays, but like, they have to be at the very least accepting of the fact that they are never gonna be like hardcore fans who play the games and like do the whole shebang, you know?
Yeah, and I feel like that's fine.
And this is the problem too.
I don't really mind LARP. It's not LARPers. I don't mind casual fans or like tourists. Yeah, like as long as they, I mean, I guess disclose it. I don't really have to. It's more like they should have proper respect for the people who have been there longer or who are more intimately familiar with the games. If you don't know what you're talking about and you start running your mouth and start like, I love Requiem and Leon and Resident Evil 2 from 90s sucks. It's a really bad game.
It's like, oh,
I don't like that.
No. I cannot take them seriously.
If somebody's like, oh yeah, I just watched YouTube and I think Leon's really cute. Please don't hurt me. I'm like, that's okay.
That's
don't
good.
you
That's
worry.
fine. You'll get there. You'll play the games one day. One day. RE LARPers are so bad they're overshadowing the biggest LARPer fan. I know, comma, as a longtime Toho fan. The LARP scene. The LARP scene, man. But for Toho, it's like not surprising. Because it has such a wide range of original fan works. And music. And other games. And there's so much around it. And when you're like, the canon content is super niche gaming, I can't really blame the fans who consume everything else to be like, well, I'm kind of scared of bullet hell, so I'm not too sure about playing them yet. Because so much of the Toho content is outside of the actual framework of the games. You could read like the official mangas and you would know things. You could never touch the games and know a lot of things about it. And get to appreciate a lot of it.
I think that also some games, people are just incompatible with them, but they still want to appreciate and admire from afar. I usually call myself a Mega Man LARPer or a tourist because I cannot play classic Mega Man. It's so hard. So bad in skill issue. I could do X though, but because I've been not getting through the X series and I've only played the first one and like a little bit of Legends, I'm always like with the tourist like label.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's bad that I can't like play classic Mega Man. I think it's fine to get filtered. So I just engage with it in like a light way. Like I like the fan art. I like the character designs. I like watching. I really like the it's like a side thing, but I really like the animated OVA they did for the PSP remake of Mega Man X. It was awesome. Mega Man is so cute. He's a cute boy.
I play like 2 and 3. I think the most. I was really bad at them, as expected. So I haven't really touched the rest of the franchise, but I like its aesthetic and its characters a lot.
Of Mega Man 1 and 2, right?
Of all the Mega Man in general, even like the later, like the Battle Network games and stuff. I like the cyber look, you know?
No, I meant like you said you played Mega Man 1 and 2, so you mean original Mega Man. You should play X. X is like a nice balance of, it's hardish, but you can kind of stumble through it. Classic Mega Man is like, no, you will learn the muscle memory of this. You will become an insane asylum patient if you want to get. And I don't have the patience. Is my problem? Is that I'm very low patience.
Yeah. It's like you need to learn how to execute the levels, and then you have to do it right, which is half the battle, if not more.
Yeah, I can't do it. I mean, in general, I'm grown with the 90s games, so I mean, I think there were some classic Mega Mans in the 90s, but I'm kind of more used to when games started on the path of getting a bit easier. So 80s or really, really early 90s can be a little bit too rough for me.
Even like Metal Gear 1. People often don't play the Metal Gear games, the first two, because it's such a massive jump in smoothness and gameplay. But people just like get scared off, which is like, I'm like, fair. You can barely get through the first one without a guide, because it's that obtuse. But it's from '89, so like, who can blame them? Not me.
I did a test of the first one a while back. I think it came with one of the Metal Gear games or something. I had access to it. And the only thing I remember is like, wait, when I leave the screen transition, I go back, everybody's back.
It just respawns. It just returns, yeah. It's easy to get out of alerts though. Sometimes changing screens stops the alert. So if you're really, really good at getting caught like I am, you just go back and it's fine. MGS2 is kind of like that too, actually.
You know what? Like, I sometimes am devil's advocate for evil corporations. Sometimes I come up with ideas that are horrifying or are actually okay. Because I just thought of it. I thought of an idea. If they want to milk the Metal Gear IP, which of course you do, Konami, you want to milk the Metal Gear IP. Why don't you fucking remake the first Metal Gear games, 1 and 2, instead of remaking 3 of all games, the ones that don't need remakes? I mean, not to imply that the first 2 Metal Gear games need remakes, but I would assume in comparison
they kind of do in comparison.
Least, right?
And they've had like such like crazy retcons over time.
But are they gonna I don't think they're gonna to respond to chat. I don't think they're gonna remake 1 and 2. They're gonna remake solid 1 and 2 more likely, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
They had a. I'm so sorry. They had a. I forgot. They have a remake for Metal Gear Solid 1 already.
Yeah, one has
but
Twin
people
Snakes
didn't
on
like-
GameCube, but it's kind of like.
I kind of liked it. I just thought the soundtrack was very mid. They weren't even trying to remake the tracks. They were just like, let's come up with a more generic soundtrack.
Yeah, it's kind of like. It's sauceless compared to the OG. The OG had this super nice, ominous, post-industrial, kind of like goth sound at parts. And the new one was just like, here's some drum and bass, some techno, and eat your food. That's it. It's like Twin Snakes loses a lot of the charm of the original vision.
Yeah, and it's not visually as good in my opinion. Metal Gear Solid 1 is so visually striking. I love how like beautiful its like contrast and the blue tint is. It's so good. But I do like the Psycho Mantis. They added a new Psycho Mantis theme to Twin Snakes. I actually like that, but I'm a Psycho Mantis simp. I love him.
I'm playing it super soon, so I'm excited. I'm almost done with the franchise.
How much do you have left again for Metal Gear?
I have. Okay, so I'm gonna. Right now I'm doing Metal Gear 2. It's like, okay, I started with like Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3. And then I didn't get my capture card on time to do 4. And then it was announced to have a port, but that's whatever. So like, since I didn't get my capture card on time, I was like, okay, I'm gonna switch to like chronological order. So I did Portable Ops Peace Walker 5. Now I'm doing MG 1, 2. Now I'm gonna do Twin Snakes, and then I'm gonna redo Metal Gear Solid 2, and then I'm gonna do 4 at last. But I played 4 like when it came out, so
I remember now. I remember what Twin Snakes fucked up on. How could I forget? They also they were like, you know these like Metal Gear Solid 1 cutscenes? Yeah? Shouldn't they be like more like Devil May Cry or something? Yeah, go ahead. Whatever. I have him flip in front of the door or whatever.
Yeah, it's just okay. Let's just make him flip all the fucking time, bro. But I mean, people have like tried to justify it by being like, oh, so it's what Raiden saw for his training in like 2 or whatever. So like, they just put a nice like non-canon headcanon that could be why it's like that. But it's like it's a choice, you know. It's a different version. So it's
it's like a tongue-in-cheek, like, this is as we're telling you, not necessarily the truth, though.
That's like the way people have like justified it. Yeah, like, we don't have a real reason to why it's like that. I think they just wanted to go full action. But people like to be like, oh, okay, it's because of Raiden. It's what he saw. He saw the exploits. Solid Snake. Exaggerated, because they want to make him look like the operator, you know? So... It's Kojima making games.
To be fair to the devs, they wanted to do a proper remake, but Kojima told them to fuck off, saying there's no point in remaking it if you're gonna do the same thing. So they're like, all right, we gotta make him flip.
Yeah!
I didn't mind that they tried to add, some first-person view stuff? Like, I didn't really hate it. I played it, like, I started it kind of immediately after I finished the first Metal Gear Solid, because that was like a really good experience, and I don't know, I was surprised that Twin Snakes was as close to Metal Gear Solid 1 as it is, but it's not quite as ideal as like RE1's remake or anything.
I would say like first person kind of breaks some bosses. Like you can tell some of the game revolves over the camera of the first one, so first person kind of like ruins that point. But I don't think it's a bad way to play or anything. I'm kind of looking forward.
Right.
Yeah, they ported it's the MGS2 engine and mechanics into 1.
Oh, right.
But 1 wasn't like built with that in mind at all. So some bosses get kind of weird, yeah.
Okay. So do you have anything else you want to talk about before we get into shmups?
This is the most I've talked in like ages. So like, I'm
really
good. I'm like a mid-game yapper, but I'm not someone who has like 1 hour straight of talking. I'm really bad at that for some reason.
Really? Yeah. I don't know how to not do that, but I also typically do it because I have focus issues. So if I'm trying to play, especially a mechanically involved game, it's very difficult to have in-depth discussions with chat about if they ask me, hey, what do you think about the Code Veronica? I'm like, it's good.
You'd have to pause and be like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, or I'm the type where I'll start running in circles in the game, so I have to prioritize getting that all the way, getting all of that out of the way in the beginning. And I think some people prefer the yapping, and then it's like, oh, she started the game, bye. And I'm like, all right, that's fine, that works for me.
Yeah, the bulk of my intro is usually like 15 minutes, and like I'm like, yeah, we're in the game, guys. But that said, yapping while playing makes me really bad at games. There's like a distinct difference between how I lock in when I'm like distracted, or if I'm like talking, and if I'm doing nothing versus if I'm talking to my chat. My skill levels are like night and day.
What I can't do is typically I'm not able to do strict just chatting streams. I have to be like really emotionally charged, whether negative or positive. I have to have quite a bit to say, like I fill out a whole ass notepad of things to talk about, but on the fly I cannot do a just chatting because it feels fine. Because if you're playing a game and then you just do a just chat in the beginning, if you're only able to do it for like 30 minutes and then you have to move on to the game, you don't feel guilty. But if you do a designated just chatting stream and you're like, yeah, so I ate an apple from the grocery store.
That's
like,
how my just chatting goes.
That's awesome though. Maybe I'm too hard on myself. I don't know. I have like high expectations of how I have to do things. It's my OCD. No. Also, you got a bunch of gift subs.
Yeah, thank you for the. I think I said it on mute. I'm not sure if they heard. Oh no, I muted myself universally. Oh my god. Thank you for the subs. I guess I just spoke to myself.
Do you think I'll be angry if you thank them?
No.
Think I'll be upset?
No. It's just I muted
I
muted my whole mic when I said thank you for the sub, so like nobody heard me.
Oh, okay.
And not just Discord.
Okay, that's even better. Okay.
No, thank you for the sub. Thank you.
So, what is your experience with shmups or your kind of interest in them?
Oh my! I like shmups a lot.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I mean, it's not for me, but thank you.
Yes, thank you for thanking him. He appreciates it.
But yeah, for shmups, I like cave shmups and I like Toho. So like, I was kind of raised on the super hard shmups, but that came from being a wee child, wee bear. I had Tyrian on MS-DOS as one of my few PC games when I was a child. So I was kind of like, I grew up on a Euro shmup, which turned into like a love of shmups in general. I like Toho,
so
I like Jamestown, I like Cave. Yeah, I mean, am I good? No. I can 1cc Toho games on hard when I log in and play enough. But I'm not like a lunatic player either. I'm like not one of those like cracked dudes.
Just a girl.
Yeah, I'm just a girl who has good bullet reading skills. But I'm not like the champ that has like whole games memorized.
That's awesome though. Then you can be my senpai because I'm a tourist. I'm newish. My problem is it's the choice paralysis kind of thing. It always holds me back. Not to mention ADHD issues, but I've been interested in shmups for, I swear, about a year. But in terms of what I've actually gotten around to playing, really just mainly Twinkle Star Sprites, which I really got into. Twinkle Star Sprites I kind of revisit often, but I'm not good. I'm actually like, terrible. And then I played Cotton Reboot, which has like the original Cotton and then like a remake of it. And I like both of them also, but I'm also like bad. I can only get through them because I think if you die, they allow you to just keep going.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of nice to little old me, but
it's not one of those
there's a bunch that I want to get into.
I would say it's not one of those super punishing like shmups where if you die you restart the level.
Right.
Those kill me.
Those would probably filter me out. And it's like sometimes I can get motivated like, oh shit, no, I'm gonna keep going until I get good. My problem is that I have choice paralysis for 5,000 different games, 5,000 different genres, and I don't think that I intend to be a shmup person. I'm a more like, I'm cemented as survival horror person. That's my main priority. And then kind of like action, hack and slash action, like Devil May Cry and Bayonetta. That's kind of like my second priority. Everything else is just kind of like a free for all. Like I'll dabble in everything every other week. But some that I want to play is like Death Smiles. That's something that my friend wants me to play.
Yeah, it's really good. It's kind of tough. I'm really bad with horizontal shooters personally because I'm mostly vertical, and like I would say for like a cave game, for like any game like published by Cave, it's one of the easier shmups. It's still tough, don't get me wrong, but since you can kind of choose the levels you do and make a path, if you will, you can choose if you want to play like super tough levels at first. So there's like a level of customization of your run. You can really choose what you do, and overall it's not the toughest patterns. Mushihime-sama would be good for you too, because the Steam version has like 9 difficulties.
Right. And then I know there's another type of shmup where it's not vertical, it's not horizontal, it's like, what's the perspective where you're in the center of the screen and you're going forward. So you kind of like block the view, so that's technically shoot 'em up shmup, right? I recently got into the Star Fox series. I'm kind of like ecstatic about them. They do kind of classify as shoot 'em up, right?
Yeah, I would consider Star Fox a shoot 'em up. It's just it's not presented the same way, but like you're a ship trying to shoot things and dodging things,
right?
Like very shmuppy.
I think it's one of the least popular styles when it comes to shoot 'em ups, though, right? Like they prefer like vertical or horizontal.
I guess on rails, yeah.
Okay, so does the on rails shooter status override the possibility of it being shoot 'em up, or is it kind of like a hybrid, or?
It depends. Do you consider on rail shooters a subgenre of shoot 'em up?
I don't think I'm qualified to answer, but I would assume no, kind of.
I think they have
it overlaps.
They're like cousin genres in my mind.
You know what? Also, speaking of this perspective, there's another game that I think is undeniably considered a shmup. I guess. It's a game where it's another cute 'em up, and you're playing as a girl on a broom. I don't know if it's Cotton, but it might be Cotton, and it's that point of view, like the Star Fox 64, or Star Fox in general. What is that game called? It looks really aesthetic and cool, and I kind of want to play it.
Let me see the definition of shmup.
Like SNES, or it's either SNES or like early N64. If you have to aim up or down, it's on rails. Okay, because I was about to say, like, if you're going vertical or horizontal, technically you're on rails too in a way, but you have, I don't know.
Some people, okay.
Convoluted, but I love it. I love the discussions like this.
I think, like, the definition of a shmup isn't, like, super codified either. People might argue on what a shmup is and what isn't. Like, is it, we're fighting a bunch of people on a stage? Is it distinguished by the kind of thing because it's a shooting game either way. Like in Star Fox, you shoot things, and you're like, you have restricted movement, and you shoot across levels. So it's like, it's shmuppy in my mind. It's just not presented the way like a traditional shmup would be.
Right. I feel like, when it comes to genre discussion, whether it's like for music or games, when you get like really deep into the discussion, it gets harder and harder to categorize things. Like back in my prime, I was all into very tistic dissecting of what entails a survival horror and what doesn't. But I'm I'm out of the game. I haven't been keeping up as much with all the new ones.
Yeah.
Or the new ones that I don't even like get into discussions as much anymore. I'm starting to get back into it. I'm starting to argue with Resident Evil fans. It's been nice. It's been actually nice.
Good arguing or bad arguing?
Well, I'm right, and they're wrong, so pretty good.
So it's good arguing.
There's like a another kind of Star Fox 64 perspective. Bayonetta randomly shoves it in, and I used to hate it, but then I kind of got into it. You ever play Bayonetta?
I played the demo, I think, a long time ago. Am I thinking
So-
of a different game?
You know what's funny, Machina? Speaking of that, somebody on Twitter said that the original script and subtitles, I believe, for Code Veronica does not have that line where Claire is anti-cross-dressing, that they added that in the localization.
No way!
And the reason why I can believe that is because there is this Veritistic archive for Resident Evil. I think it's literally called RE Archive or something like that. And they said that Resident Evil 4, initially its script and everything, it was more of a deadpan stoic Leon. He was not flinging out these one-liners. Sadler was not talking about America no longer bullying the rest of the world. Like, the localization team completely changed it and dictated what the tone was, and that's how people view RE4. And that's apparently why in Degeneration, which was the first CGI Resident Evil movie, why Leon seemed so, quote, boring and stoic, is it's because he's actually more like how he was supposed to be in 4. But that's just what I heard.
That's kind of a huge
I think
switch
it's
up.
from a pretty credible source. But yeah, the power of localization. But I'm kind of glad they did it in a way. Like, I'm not normally a fan of the original intent being bastardized, even if it is to a positive. But I can't help but I like the tone that RE4 ended up having. But
I'm
just
excited
food
for
for
RE4.
thought.
Yeah.
I kind of hope that they keep that line in, but I don't think they're going to. Like, regarding the themes that Code Veronica gets into, I would be very surprised if they didn't do a very drastic overhaul. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that's why I like Code Veronica. I hope they keep, like, the weird syscon bit that, like, Alfred has. I will be so sad if it's out. Like, the relationship between the two is so essential to how you feel those villains. They better keep the weird relationship. I will be so sad if they tone it down.
We need the weird incest killing the dragonfly home video.
Yeah!
That they have, that you can play it if you just complete a puzzle. The maids often like to do that.
Like, I watched the video and I was like, bruh, that's some fucked up shit. Even by Resident Evil standards, that's weird. I liked it. Yeah. That's why Code Veronica is cool, is that in general, it's a very bizarro, unique game. Its soundtrack, its setting, its story, its characters. They're gonna make Steve like, oh god, they're gonna turn him into like a... I'm so scared of Steve!
You're a very scientifically curated to appeal to women character.
Oh no.
He's not gonna be... They're not gonna do that with him. They're gonna ruin him. But I have one hope. I have one hope that they'll do. Because you know how like they sometimes like to redesign the characters, or they'll do throwbacks. Like, for example, apparently the reason or the inspo for Claire's redesign in RE2 Remake is based on a old concept art from the original RE2. So what I'm hoping is maybe they'll do something cool and make Steve look like his Leonardo DiCaprio version from the Dreamcast version. But I worry they won't do it because it's too much of a dated haircut. Oh god, they're gonna give him broccoli hair. I hope they do. That would be so amazing. Please do that. Give him the broccoli hair and, I don't know, either make him sound like the most deep masculine Chad, or make him sound like a nasally little boy.
I would pray for like a faithful Steve. He was so... I didn't like Steve, but I
hated him
think...
at first.
Yeah, exactly. But I think that's one of the game's charms. Yeah. And then they're like, anyway, you gotta feel for him when he passes as this big fucking thing. Well, he doesn't pass, but you get what I mean. The sad scene. But yeah.
The Twinkle Star Sprites. You haven't played that, right?
I kinda have, because there's 2 Toho games that work exactly like it.
Ooh, wait, so are they also versus?
They're versus, and it's also based on chaining enemies, but there's bullets on screen, unlike Twinkle Star Sprites.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I basically don't need to teach you anything. Like, you're gonna like be able to hop right into this.
Yep.
And I think somebody was like, I think it was in YouTube. They were like, "Oh my god, you're gonna decimate Beryl." No, I'm not. The funny thing is, like, I played against my friend Love Knife. I don't know if he was here. He hadn't played Twinkle Star in like a year or whatever. It took him like 2 rounds to get back into shape, and he just starts beating my ass.
And it's funny because the Touhou versus games are the ones I played the most. Like by a mile.
I want to get into Touhou. I'm just a Touhou tourist right now.
Because when you said you wanted more shmups, I was like, oh, I got you. Because like Twinkle Star Sprites has 2 Touhou games just like it. One's on PC 98, so it's super old, and one's like Windows 1, but it's still like 2009, which is, or 7 or 8, which is starting to get old.
And Touhou is like such a big franchise. I like all the fan content, as you were talking earlier. I like how they have music, like really talented singers, like singing original music. And I mean, if you grew up on the internet, oh my god, you're stable to me. If you grew up on the internet, like in the early 2000s, you were hearing the Touhou remixes all the time. It was like part of culture. It was a good time. Very catchy music. Yes. I like Yuka, and I like, who's the sleepy girl? She looks like she's wearing a nightgown. I forgot her name.
Patchouli?
Yeah, Patchouli.
She's so cute.
Pastulio.
In general, like, Touhou has such cute characters. I love it.
Who do you like?
I'm a Reimu girl and like Kaguya girl. Because what I like about Touhou is the folkloric part of it. Like, so much of it is rooted in Japanese culture, mythology. And I'm a sucker for that. I am such a sucker for that. It's one of my favorite franchises overall, like, very easily, by far.
I feel like
it was my first fandom.
It's kind of like Warhammer for me, to where I really want to get into it, but it feels so vast and steep that I'm just too intimidated to even bother. So I'll engage with little snippets. But
it's scary to get into because of that, yeah.
All right, let's go.
Yeah. I'm
going to invite you. And this is one of them games like, to where you better not appear offline, otherwise you're not allowed to play games. It's very bizarre programming.
Yeah, okay. You guys hear the game? Ooh, I might have to restart my game. I'm not sure if my site can hear it.
Do you have black bar cover-ups? I gave up on that.
Oh yeah, I just like whipped up a nano overlay like this afternoon. Okay, I'm gonna restart the game. I had to change my audio
the black
sources.
Bars. I can kind of do this. I hope people don't mind the black bars. I hope it looks authentic or something. It drives me crazy, but I have so many different like aspect ratios I mess with that I got sick of like balancing it all.
That's why I'm grateful I do my graphics, because otherwise it would be so expensive to have a good overlay for every single aspect ratio necessary.
Literally.
Okay.
Hold on, okay.
I should be good. I think, I think my people hear the game now. I don't know if it's super loud, but either way, let me accept that invite.
Which character is that on your body pillow? I have a guess, but I'm not sure.
Go for your guess.
Is it, like, hold on, let me look at you up close. Oh, is it old Ocelot?
Yeah.
I like him. I like her. I like young Ocelot. He's so pathetic. He's awesome. He's like pathetic but cool.
He's like swagged out, but he's kind of a fail boy, you know? And there's a little balance in him, you know? He loves Big Boss. He's so
I totally am down with like an old man. It's based.
I do like him. I do like old man Ocelot.
And then I like fucked up Psycho Manus. Is awesome. Hold on, I'm trying to get it to start.
It's not
Psycho Manus is so awesome. I'm trying, but my controller is being weird. We did a test. Okay. Let me try it again.
The controls are weird in this, yeah.
Okay. All right, join again really quick.
Yep. Oh my god, I have so many things open. Okay, there we go.
I also like the boss.
She's so bad. Bad in a good way, you know?
I love her. And she wears a white bodysuit. Okay, so I have this theory. I'm not 100% sure, but to me, it sounds like the audio is doubling. That it's like broken or something. Weird. I don't think it's supposed to sound this way, but I wouldn't be able to. No, I would have to watch somebody play on hardware.
Yeah, the audio for this port's kind of weird, I think. Okay. Oh, I'm on the side.
My favorite character.
Yeah, that's the one I tried that one, I think. Yeah. I usually like my characters a bit on the slower side in shmups.
I like medium. I mean, I prioritize how good my projectile is, I guess. I
Yeah.
feel like the pencil girls are the ones that I just do the best with. Even more than there's like you can play as the boss
Yeah.
and she's like a secret character that you do the character prompts or you do a button prompt for. And I suck with her, but her charge up shot is broken.
The bosses usually have like crazy charges.
I love how they let you like whenever games let you play as a boss. It's like unbalanced, but it's awesome.
But
And
it's fun.
no matter how
That's
much I play the
matters.
game, no matter how much I play the game, I feel like it's such a coin flip on if the final boss will either take me 30 tries or like 5. Because
Yeah.
sometimes the AI is like, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your I don't care anymore.
Just realized we're swapping my VTuber Studio screen. Hang on. I thought I would be on
Oh,
the
were you
left.
not showing the game?
I was on the game, but like I'm on the right side, so I guess I'm player 2.
Oh.
I swapped this out. Okay, but now we're good. We're showing next to our respective screens. I kind of flopped.
Don't worry, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I love the graphic
It's
art.
such a cute game.
I also really like how they help the characters pop out by having the background have this like white hue over it.
Just like
And
washed
then
out
the
enough.
characters on the screen, yeah, they're all like saturated. Visual clarity is just so important for a game. So
Yeah,
I always
and
appreciate things like that.
The early Toho have that problem because they're 16-bit, I guess, because PC98, and with the very limited colors, sometimes the bullets are the exact same color as the backgrounds. Okay, we don't have game audio on my side apparently. Oh, why?
Okay.
Oh, why? I
Yeah,
set up
I'll wait
right.
on you.
Okay, this is.
Maybe you muted it, like while you were on the starting
Because
screen?
my last stream was ASMR, and therefore my game feed should be muted on the stream side.
okay.
Yep, okay. Should be fine now. Let me see.
Doesn't Toho, like the original Toho character illustrations, I don't know if it's done by the Higurashi artist, like the original Higurashi artist, but it has a similar quality that I remember, I think.
It was actually done by Zun himself for the most part.
Ah.
It's a super like one main game. Okay, he's had some plagiarism accusation on some of the graphics from the early game, like when it was just a college project pretty much. But otherwise, he kind of does it all, which is that's his strength. Like from the music and
what kind of assets is he accused of like taking?
He did a sprite over some graphics from a eroge or something. So like it's like small things.
Got you. That's kind of common in game dev, and especially like with indie
pretty
dev.
much, yeah.
A lot of devs still do stuff like that, so
Yeah.
it's kind of normal. Whoa, ah.
Which isn't something he's doing now, because there's been no accusations on like the later games. But like early Toho was just him in university doing stuff in gaming. So it's like,
Right.
It's not surprising considering the scale of the franchise at that point.
What's funny though is like, of course, to make it about Resident Evil again, but Capcom is a big ass company, and they literally stole a lot of the texture assets for Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 1 Remake, RE0 from a texture book, and they never paid or what's the term? Accommodated the photographer for him, and eventually they would do a lawsuit. Like in the last 10 years, I guess they found out finally.
That's insane.
So, yeah, I think there's just like this sentiment of like, oh, it's not a big deal, right?
Yeah.
Whoa! No. I love the feedback to this game. Everything about it's so perfect, and the soundtrack. Oh.
Good soundtrack, good graphics, fun gameplay. What else do you want? And I consider aesthetics so important in my shmups personally that like this is perfect. Like I get the existence of the you are a ship killing other ships kind of shooters, but I like it when it's more fantasy. That's why I like Death Smiles too.
What I like is that it seems that there is a lot of different aesthetics that this genre gets into. And I'm pretty open-minded to a lot of it. Like, I can get into, like, sci-fi, horror, goth, cute, military. There's, like, so many different stuff to choose from. And I follow a few, like, shmup... they're not, like, only shmup content creators, but they do talk about shmups a lot. And they've mentioned Euro shmups as a type of shmup that has lots of inertia and, like, other things that doesn't feel as good about as Japanese-made shmups. Would you agree with that? Because you mentioned European shmups or Euro shmups.
My very first shmup was a Euro shmup, and like they really do. They don't feel as smooth, that's for sure. But I do like the experience they provide. Like the one I played the most, Tyrian, has ship customization between levels. Which I think is actually really cool because you get, well, if you play the story mode and not the arcade mode, you get to customize your ship between games, and I think that's nice because you can really get like experiment with shot types pretty easily within a run. But it is meant to be played with a mouse, kinda.
So
it's keyboard,
even though it has some issues, it's actually like got like a lot of strengths and is kind of cool in other ways.
Because it's not one of those shmups where one shot kills you. You have a health bar. You have like a damage meter that refills over time. You have like shields and such. So even if movement's janky, it's not the end of the world because a shot doesn't kill you. Now, if it was one of those one-shot shmups where one shot would destroy your life, you would be kind of in trouble because you get hit so easily by the patterns. It's a different vision to the genre. It's not a smooth feeling, but I think it brings a lighter experience, which I like. But if you're in there for the high-thrill bullet pattern reading side of it, you wouldn't like a Euro shmup, that's for sure.
Right.
But I'm biased because what I grew up on,
I'm open-minded. I basically just need like medium intensity. I can't do like the god shmups that only like insane 13-year-olds in Japan could do.
You're not going to Doronbachi Daiojo anytime soon, and that's okay. They're called bullet hells for a reason.
I love seeing like the crazy like patterns and like seeing people weave around. And one weakness I have is that it's hard to tell like what your hitbox is because it's not as literal as it looks. So it's like it looks like your head and your ass is touching enemies, but you're actually able to weave behind them. I haven't gotten quite the hang of that yet. Like this game usually, depending on the formation, I'm just guaranteed to get hit.
Some games do have a hitbox indicator usually. So you don't have to do as much guesswork in knowing, okay, is this gonna hit me if it touches 2 pixels behind my ass or not?
When in doubt, panic and press power up.
Real.
That's what I do. That's how I save myself. Because like, otherwise it's like, all right, I'm cornered. I'm about to get hit. All right, I'll just press this button and hope it works out.
But yeah, I think Mushime-sama would be good for you because the way they've done it with the remake, there's a novice difficulty set, there's a normal difficulty set, and I think there's an extra set. And each of those have 3 difficulties. So overall, I would say Novice is the easier set of difficulties. It's slower, but it has 3 bullet levels. So a Toho fan who's like super used to many bullets on the screen, but slow ones, can play Novice Ultra very easily, which is the hardest difficulty in that bracket because it's full of bullets, but it's slow. Whereas a Toho player playing the normal difficulties, which is more like a cave-like shooter type, so it's less bullets, but fast as fuck, that might really screw you over if you're used to like slower, denser patterns.
I'm trying to think. There is... I don't know...
Hello, Raiders! Thank you for the
like,
raid.
a lot of my
How's it going?
knowledge is either from Electric Underground or it's from Love, my friend Love Knife. He likes a game called Dodonpachi.
Yeah.
Is Dodonpachi also the same game where it has some gimmick between switching between black and white or something like that? Which is that?
Oh, I'm thinking of Ikaruga for the switching between colors.
I think that's it. I think that's it. He really likes that. I think Dodonpachi is his favorite, but I don't know how I would fare with those. Or if that's like...
Yeah, Dodonpachi is hard as fuck.
Alright, so that's for the hardcore. I'd just be an admirer and damsel.
Yeah, for all the games made by Cave, which is the publisher behind Dodonpachi, Mushime-sama, etc., I would say Mushime-sama because of the wide amount of difficulties possible. You can start from really nothing and then build yourself up to learning higher difficulties. You're not like thrown into super hardcore mode right away, unlike arcade versions who tend to be tough from the get-go.
Okay.
And well, Toho games also have their normal and easy modes, so they tend to be accessible too.
So Toho's like, so you're saying Toho is accessible?
Yeah.
Or more? Okay.
It's accessible
also,
for sure.
I did play a kind of hybrid shmup that I forgot to mention. I played Rocky and Pocky Reshrined. It's kind of like a shmup, but you're able to kind of traverse through the level at whatever pace. But I don't think it's like a traditional shmup. I think it's like a hybrid kind of, a crossover kind of deal. The Reshrined, it's like, it sounds like it would be a good name for a remaster or remake, but I think it's actually like an entirely new game. They just remade the first stage, but the rest is new content. That game kicked my ass. It beat the shit out of me. It was like really hard. It kind of made me think about how classic Mega Man makes me cry. But I'm able to actually get through it well enough, but I never got good at it.
Yeah, I feel like those are, I mean, shmups, like Gauss is saying in chat, shmups are just, they start with a super high difficulty curve. And it's a skill set that you gotta learn that you won't really get in other types of games. The positioning and the bullet reading and playing the game without necessarily watching your character the whole time. It's not super intuitive at first, I would say.
Right. My worry though is because, like, especially because of streaming and because of the type of person that I am, I like to be all over the place with my game selection. I don't really stick with most games for long. Like, I'll play Resident Evil games 5,000,000 times, Devil May Cry a lot of times, Bayonetta a lot of times, but a lot of other games I will play and then it'll take me a bit before I revisit them. So I'm never able to get good at certain genres. Like, for example, me being able to become a Twinkle Star Sprites Pro is just so little because, I mean, I'll go so many months in between of actually playing it. And when I play it, like, I might play this for maybe the next 3 days, casually on and off, and then I won't play it again for 5 months. So I never feel like I'm able to get enough practice. Or similar with fighting games. Like,
that's my thing with fighting games.
You have to make it, like, your life or, like, make it a huge priority in your life. And that's just not where I am with that genre. Like, I'll play a little bit of a Naruto Clash of Ninja, or I'll play a little bit of Darkstalkers, and then I'll go 2 years and not touch them.
They're very skill-based games, which require you to play a lot and never stop playing, either. So if you're kind of all over the place, you're bound to never get the time and the consistency to get super good. Which is the one downfall, I would say. Because personally, my brother's like a huge fighting game guy, and every time he tries to get me into a game, I'm like, I just don't play enough to get good.
Right.
And fighting games are so hard on multiplayer,
I never play
too.
online.
Yeah.
Because I play so little, I am just so discouraged from ever playing online because what's the point? Like, I'll just get my ass handed to me. And that's fine. Like, obviously, my brain has chosen not to make it my skill set, so... But that's why it's like, I feel like with shmups, I do want to play more and more shmups, but I feel like I'll always be a bit of a casual player. I don't think I'm ever going to get to a point where I could play some of the hardest shmups around, or so I feel right now.
Because you need to put all the time into, like, learn the levels and stuff. And execute.
Yeah, this is my daughter.
The learning.
Her name is Beryl. She's an Arsenal.
You're a dinosaur who had a bear. It makes sense, okay? If you squint, it makes sense. Somehow. It's VTubing. There's a way.
When I went into the VR chat in the has-been rooms, I also forgot to mention, It's true. Like the proximity chat videos. I don't know if you've ever seen them, but he's basically a guy that goes around and eggs them on by being deadpan and trolling or just letting them like troll themselves. And if you go in like certain VR chats, especially ones that have moderators, where they have their like whole clan and everybody there, not just randoms, they really do be having mental breakdowns in the room that you can hear if you like stand close enough. Like, oh, my life is just so hard. You don't know what it's like. Listen,
they're using VR chat like their fan channel on Discord.
Yeah. And also like the role playing as like family. That's a thing that just young groups do.
Yeah,
like,
I think it's a youth thing.
Yeah, this is my daughter, and it's like a 26-year-old calling a 22-year-old her daughter and stuff like that. It's kind of cute though, and quaint, like just observing it, and it's cringe, but like a lot of youthful people, because there are like teenagers on these programs. And of course, like almost 40-year-olds.
Yeah.
But socially awkward people are just like this. When it wasn't VR chat, they were just in like chat rooms or Skype or whatever.
They were doing that on Gaia Online in like 2009, man. It's a cycle of life.
I felt bad. There was like one person who approached me, and whenever you play VR chat, you really need to like ask people, "How old are you?" But there is this one person, very sweet, that approached me, and he's like, "Oh my god, Emily," because I'm playing. I was like, I had Emily from Husband Hotel.
Yeah.
I'm outing myself as a Husband Hotel fan. I'm sorry.
You're valid.
But he's very nice. He's like, it's like, hi.
And you knew they were like 12.
I didn't. I can't tell like by voice. Like I have suspicions, but he asked like, how old are you? And I'm like an old ass adult.
I'm too old for this.
He said he was 16, and then somebody popped in and said, "Why are you saying that you're 16? You said that you were 14." And he's like, "Yeah, but and I'm like, I think I'm too old to be talking to you."
Yeah, no.
It was like adorable though. He literally sounded like has glasses with the tape in the center, and they're partially broken, like they have a crack in them, and he has like an inhaler, and he probably has like a really bad slouch
you can, like,
as his
see
default
it.
like pose. It was so funny. Or I ran into the first person I ran into was like a Fallout normie, where they play the games and everything.
I love my Beryl.
And they also talked like they had like, you know, busted glasses and an inhaler, and they were like, yeah, like the new Fallouts are like the ones that I would recommend. And I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of am more interested in the first ones, and he kept trying to dissuade me from playing them. He's like, oh yeah, but they're like hard, and he's nice though. I just thought it was kind of funny because I'm not used to meeting people. Like back when I was younger, I would be in chat rooms. Like I like chat rooms, and it's very impersonal because it's all text. And with VTubing, a lot of the time, you know, you're the voice and everybody else is text. So when you're in VR chat, you suddenly, if you have like a little bit of shyness in you, it's a little bit awkward, because when people approach you, you should be polite and actually say hi. But it's like a social skill check, and I'm kind of like better than I used to be, but it's a little bit awkward. You said that you're social, right?
I am very social, yeah. I'm like really bad at texting people, but I'm like a social butter. It's kind of hard. I can't text for shit online, but I'm a social butterfly if you text me, or if I find a way to like be like, hey, how are you?
So you're like a true introvert then, or are you an omnivert where you're like extrovert but you have some introvert traits? I'm like that.
I'm pretty extrovert, I would say. If I have cabin fever if I don't leave my house or like see people, I just keep to myself while being an extrovert, if that makes sense. I'm energized by social things, but I'm not the loudest in the room.
Okay, so I mean, I only know the semi-backhanded term for it, but like energy vampire, but I mean it in a good way. I consider myself an energy vampire. We're like, hey, if you guys have the energy, then I got the energy. We build off of each other. It's like a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah. But overall, I'm a social person. Yeah, that's why I like VTubing too. It allows me to be social while I have no job. I mean, I have one
VTubing
now,
is
but
really
not for long.
VTubing's really cool because I feel like you can thrive as an introvert, an omnivert, or an extrovert. Because if you're an introvert or omnivert, kind of like how I am, you know, you are engaging in socialization, but you're kind of safe. You're not like visibly like looking at anybody. They're not looking at you. You're not making any eye contact. You're kind of like in the comfort of your own home. So you're kind of able to tap into that side of yourself.
There's just
and that's
enough
kind
of
of
a
like
wall
what
to
VTubing
like
does for me.
remove any fear or apprehension.
Yeah. I think it's also helped me like open up more. But I definitely how do I say? You said that you go insane if you don't go outside.
Yeah.
I go insane and I just have to deal with it. That's basically like me. I want to go out more, but I have to self-motivate myself to do it. But when I do, it's really fun.
I think it's when you're not used to doing it, it's not like a fear of the unknown, but it's like it's a what could happen.
For me, it's more like complacency. It's more like you're just so used to staying at home and nobody exactly is holding your hand saying, hey, let's go out. It's like up to you. And you're probably like, I think I'm just gonna play Devil May Cry 1 again.
It's comfortable.
Yeah.
No, I do get that. Because when I'm jealous for too long, I do switch back in a more homebody cozy mode. Because I don't have the money to go out either. So it's kind of a catch-22, because like I want to go out and I'm going insane because I can't go out, but I have no money, so I can't go out. So VTubing helps me curb that insanity. But let me be social when I can't be social in real life.
It's also cool because VTubing, it's like, you know, more of online socialization in general, is that if you go to your workplace, and talk to your coworkers, or you go to Walmart or something, the odds of you running into somebody who actually has a lot in common with you might be pretty low, especially if you are kind of like an otaku or if you have certain niche tastes. But if you're on the internet, you kind of naturally will gravitate towards certain communities. Like, you'll follow people who like a certain thing, and then they'll probably like other things that you like, and that's kind of how it works. So it's a lot easier to kind of meet people. Yeah. It's kind of exciting because like I've always liked meeting people. I've never been like good at socializing, but I do like just finding new people to talk to.
The same way you like people watching on VR chat because you like experiencing humanity.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy though because it's so chaotic and like silly. Like it's batshit insane. You should go to VR chat if you want to have hardcore stimulation that's not good for your health, even if you're not engaging with it. Like you're not trying to join the polys, you're not trying to be somebody's adopted daughter, you're just literally sitting there taking it all in. It's gonna have an effect on your mental.
Yeah, low-key I want to try now. You've motivated me. For better or for worse.
Like literally just like go in a room and stand around somewhere where everybody's talking, if you can even stand it, because when you have like 40 people overlap discussing things, it is so like overwhelming that I had to like walk away at times. And every now and then somebody will actually like approach you and just say hi. It's crazy. They'll say hi, or they'll like troll or whatever, and it's like kind of, I don't know, some people have more balls than me, because like I don't have it in me to approach somebody. Like, I felt like bad because there was these two guys talking about Warhammer, and while I'm a tourist, I do like to interact with Warhammer people because like I'm having a fun time being around the Warhammer, but I was too scared to say hi, so I just kind of lingered around.
And then you get to witness the worst of it, and the worst of it gotta be so bad. Like the worst of VR chat, the pits of VR chat. I can't even imagine how it's like.
The piss or VR
like the
chat?
Pits, like the
the
trenches, if you will.
The furry dens. You gotta go to the furry sex dens.
I could also play Final Fantasy XIV for that, I guess, but that's money.
Also, one thing that I'm sad about is that if you're a girl in VR chat, you're never gonna be like accused of being proximity chat, and that sounds like it would be like really funny to happen. It's just like a debuff we have. We don't get to have that.
Tragic. Ugh.
I think we're kind of evenly matched.
Yeah,
I think we're kind
so.
of tied. VRChat E6. Dude, I don't know how they can do it.
It's gonna be
like,
crazy.
they be like making schmooch sounds and stuff. And what I don't understand is like when you clip through a model, you just kind of, they disappear. Like the model that you go into, it just completely disappears. How can you schmooch somebody?
It doesn't work.
Oh.
Maybe the pretending does the heavy lifting.
True.
Who knows? But yeah, stay tuned for like my VR chat debut soon. No, I'm too nosy about it.
I want to bring my community into the VR chat Has-Been Hotel. I'm gonna make them all have Has-Been Hotel avatars.
Please do. I've been invited to like VR chat hangouts by other VTubers, and I'm like, I don't have it or a 3D model or anything. But maybe one day. Surely one day.
There's a lot going on.
Ooh, yeah. There's a boss at
Whoa, 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 whoa,
whoa.
Yeah, literally get the hell down.
Jesus Christ. That was close.
Well, you can get a random character, but it's not as
true.
fun because you feel like you're just using templates or presets.
Yeah.
If you want to be in VR chat, you want to feel more like a unique person or something, so you draw attention. I thought because I was like a Has-Been Hotel character that nobody would talk to me. But weirdly, a few did, and the rest is just drive-by. They would just like respond to me like I am the character. It was cute. Very brief social interactions. What do you think of Has-Been Hotel? Hey everybody, I like Has-Been Hotel. It's really cringe.
I've never
and
seen anything about it except some screenshots, and I do like the character designs. I like the color palette. I think it's cool.
You have to have sort of a palette for Fujo. It's clearly the Has-Been Helva. It's clearly written by a Fujo that grew up on DeviantArt and like kind of old internet and fan fiction, and she actually used to
Wasn't she like Yu-Gi-Oh stuff?
characters. Yeah, I was a Yu-Gi-Oh Fujo. I still am. I never outgrew Yu-Gi-Oh. But it's very cringe, but if you have a tolerance for it, it's not too bad.
Yeah, I can handle cringe in general. I can handle corny and cringe. It's a superpower. And I am a Fujo, so like, yo! She's just like me for real.
I think it's just a coin flip on what somebody can get into or not, because like I'll like Has-Been, but I can't get into Adventure Time, and that would probably make some people cry. Like, what do you mean you can't get into Adventure Time, but you'll watch that? I can't help it. I don't know. I don't feel anything about Adventure Time. I've tried it. I'm just like, eh.
I have a hard time with animated media in TV in general, I've noticed.
Oh yeah?
Yeah! Like, it's in movies, it's fine, but I find myself being a live action person. Which is kind of funny to say as a VTuber, but I haven't seen a lot of anime.
Anime or like animation?
Both.
Or both?
I've seen very little in general. I mean, when I was a kid, I would see like Reboot and stuff like that, but did I grow up and get boring? Maybe.
I feel that I've watched a decent amount of anime and read a decent amount of manga, but when I compare myself to others, I feel like I haven't read as much as a lot of people, but it's really hard for me to get into new things. Whenever I find something and I really like it, I'm more likely to revisit it and reread it. I'm more likely to reread Devilman Lady 5,000 times instead of reading a new manga. It's just kind of like a bad habit. But I like manga a lot. I do like manga a lot. I think I vibe with anime more than Western animation. But when I do find a Western animation I like, I do really, really like it. But I'm kind of slow to get to anything, really. I want to be this character. I've never played as him.
I'm gonna try a main character.
You're really going competitive over reading mangas? No,
I'm
not
losing,
really.
man. I've read one manga in like 10 years. I haven't finished it, so...
I'm not competitive. It's just more that, like, sometimes I'm like, man, I guess I haven't read much. Maybe I'm like, doing something wrong. I mean, I guess that's kind of being competitive, but...
Even like I guess I'm like the idol video game type of weeboo. Like, I'm really into like male idols and female idols, like RL ones, which is kind of normie depending on the groups you like. I like Arashi. I like Arashi and groups like that, and it's like these groups are stand by 50-year-old women in Japan. It's like this weird in between of it's normie and it's otaku-ish at the exact same time.
Normie is a spectrum, technically.
Exactly.
So that might be why there's some confusion. Also, I realized why I brought this up. I was going to say that, like, you haven't gotten into a lot of animation and anime. I was going to say, like, I would say that my thing has always been more video game focused. The reason, probably one of the reasons why I haven't gotten really good about reading as much manga and anime as I've always meant to, is because I'm more focused on video games. I prefer video games because I like having that input and interaction.
Yes.
Is this how old women hang out? Yes. We talk about them kids back in my day.
Back in my day.
Resident Evil, Metal Gear Solid.
We're unk maxing right now. Like,
I got called an unk whenever they did the age check. Because like my mic wasn't working, and they were like, "How old are you? How old are you?" I'm like, "Oh fuck, how do I get it to unmute?" And he's like, "Oh, I checked your profile. You're unk. You can come in." I'm like, "Thank you." It's it's a high honor to be referred to as an unk by women.
It is. I kind of catch my chat off guard sometimes because I'm like, every once in a while, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I played Metal Gear Solid 4 on release when I was like 13, 14, and they're like, "Fuck."
When you said that, I'm like,
But not a release, like close to release, you know?
I think, it's just, more of our generation, I think, like, stay otaku and stay into video games and anime.
Yeah.
And so whenever the new generations come out, they also like video games, and they also like anime, so they're kind of thrown off by the fact that we like it. And also, I think, not relatively speaking, I think, we're still outnumbered by normies. Oh, that sounds so silly saying normies, but I think that
it sounds funny said that way. But there's been an
most
acceptance
normies, I think,
too.
don't like the things I like. But it's coming around. More and more people are open-minded about anime and video games. To a fault. Now we have a gatekeeping that we've lost.
We gotta like gently gatekeep and like lead them to the right path, you know?
Well, I've actually never done his power-up. I remember I had a coworker when I worked at one of my previous jobs. She was the same age as me, and she's like into gardening, and she wants to have a baby, and that was kind of her personality. Also, I think she was a hoe. Like, actually. Not that I have any issue. That was just like one of her defining characteristics.
Yeah.
Also hated me.
That's a shame. You're great.
I wasn't a good coworker. I was a little lazy.
Okay, fair. But still, I'm sure you were fun as a person.
Yeah.
It's been funny to see. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I talk too much.
I was gonna say, it's been funny to see the rise of acceptance in anime stuff, because like, I got bullied for being a weeb in like secondary school, or well, middle. And now my coworkers in my new job, they're like, "Oh yeah, I got this tattoo of this anime character. Look at it, it's so cool." And they're like the most normie person, like air quotes, you know, like normie-ish. So it's been funny to see like the acceptance and the it's what you like, it's cool. It's not like judgment right away anymore, which is great because I'm glad people get to be who they are like earlier.
Yeah. Only downside though is like a lot of people who like anime, they don't like a lot of the anime that some of us do like. They'll like kind of condemn the anime we like and go, "No, this is the correct anime. You watch nothing but sick nonsense," or "What is this? What the fuck is this? Are they on drugs when they make that?"
Or like they're gonna stick like the shonen, like the basic classics. And I'm like, I wanna read this thing that's low-key dead dove and came out like 30 years ago and had like 10 chapters. They're like,
I can can work pretty good with the shonen people because I'm really into shonen. Like, I've never gotten into, like, a lot of, like, staple otaku series. Like I didn't really watch Lucky Star. I never really wanted to. I didn't watch Watamoe. I didn't want to. But I did watch Naruto, which sounds so basic, but Naruto is actually pretty fun to talk about when you're talking about people who are like really knowledgeable and in depth with it. Not all Naruto profile picture people are like dumb, or One Piece profile picture people. Like if they're truly educated and passionate, like it's fun. It's like a fun culture.
It is.
But I never like I see the sentiment a lot, the kind of debate on you weren't bullied for liking anime, you were bullied for being weird and this and that, and the people will respond and go, actually I was bullied for liking anime and this and that. I never got to partake in that because people just avoided me. So I didn't ever get bullied for liking anime because they never even like got to know me to even know I liked it, I guess.
Yeah.
So I didn't exactly get bullied but kinda. So does that mean I qualify as getting bullied for being weird?
You were ostracized, maybe. Ostracization might be the better term.
I wish I was bullied for liking anime because it's such a bad argument. How can anybody feel bad by that? It's like such a bad opinion to hate anime.
It's such a weird thing to bully for, but like bullying generally doesn't have much of a leg to stand on to begin with. But it's like it's such an insane thing. Like it's cartoons, bro. Why are you bullying someone over like Naruto running in the hallway? In retrospect, it's like, bro.
People get kind of like violent like reaction. It's like cringe. Like everybody feels cringe in their bones. So if they see somebody wearing a Naruto headband or seeing them Naruto running, it's like very unironic. They kind of like have this like frustration that you're not like
you're being yourself and you're having fun,
societal
like
norms, basically. Yeah, like I get their mentality, but it's not as much of a thing anymore. I think because a lot of our generation grew up with anime. Like we grew up with Pokemon grooming us, Yu-Gi-Oh grooming us, Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z. So a higher population, I think, of us got a taste for anime.
Yeah. It took a while, but it really settled in. And with the internet, it's also not the same too. Like I was a weeb because I was on the internet super early. But back in that day, oh my god, I sound so old saying this. You kind of needed to be super online to be weeby, at least in Quebec, especially, because we didn't have French dubs of many anime. So if you were into that, it's because you were logged in. So you were like the other to begin with.
Does that mean you know French?
I'm French, actually, like straight up French. Well, not French from like France, but I am a native French speaker. I'm ESL.
That's so sick. Have you ever done any streams in French, or do you prefer just sticking in English? I always think bilingual is cool because I can't do that.
I mean, if someone like replies to me in French in chat, I'm gonna reply in French. Maybe provide like a translation. But I actually do English because I've always been in the English internet. So my friends got me into VTubing are all Anglophones. So I couldn't like do like French streaming.
Got you.
Also, someone redeemed me to speak Québécois for a bit, so I guess I'm gonna have to speak in French.
Wait, did you say Anglophobes? Is that like afraid of Europeans or something?
Anglophones.
What's that mean?
English-speaking person. And francophone is like French-speaking person. Yeah, it's a term like only we use, I guess.
Okay.
Hello, Crank.
Yeah,
it is
I remember
Ocelot.
the old internet. Like, it would just give you access to so much stuff that either would not get released in like physical stores, and you know, online shopping wasn't as much of a thing either.
Yeah, no.
Like my friend, she's 80s, so whenever she wanted to see Berserk, she had to go to a very specialty Japanese import shop to get like I think unsubtitled Berserk episodes. Like I think she had to just watch it and try to figure out what's going on.
Oh my god, yeah, it was hard back then.
And then for me, it was like reading manga for like Shaman King or Yu-Gi-Oh! And especially Shaman King. Shaman King was like kind of slow with translations.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to actually keep up, I had to like read online. Or if I wanted to watch stuff in Japanese, because I liked watching Naruto in Japanese, I would watch it on like really shitty streaming sites, and the quality would be like terrible.
Remember when Crunchyroll was an illegal website?
Dude, I didn't even know Crunchyroll existed. I was like watching on some like random ass site like iShield21, and then I only found out Crunchyroll existed because they specified that iShield21 was going to be like one of their series that they were going to have. And I'm like, wait, iShield21, I can watch iShield21 in like good quality? No way.
Yeah, it was an illegal website at first, and now it's like it's the website for like legal streaming, which is crazy.
Isn't it cringecore now? Cringecore? Cringecore. I think Crunchyroll made that Tumblr anime.
It might have.
Did you not know about that? No. You don't know about High Guardian Spice?
No.
Oh shit! She doesn't know about High Guardian Spice.
I have no idea what that is.
High Guardian Spice is an anime that Crunchyroll funded from like all the donations and subscriptions. I'll show you what it looks like.
Yeah, I'm nosy.
Don't look it up.
Okay. Let me see.
It's like, it's not quite like, it's like not as good as like maybe the Totally Spies art style. It's kind of like the more Tumblr version of that.
Oh boy.
But it's even worse than it like looks. Like the art style is actually kind of cute. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
But if you watch the episodes themselves, they're like really silly.
I mean, the art style isn't so. It's like a hybrid of.
Oh yeah.
That Western and Japanese.
They absorbed Right Stuff. Did you know about that? They absorbed Right Stuff.
No.
Yeah, Right Stuff is gone. That used to be good for like buying anime merchandise, and then Crunchyroll just ate it.
It is the monopoly of Crunchyroll on the anime space.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like every time I hear something about Crunchyroll, it's just getting worse.
What else has been going on with them lately?
That's a good question. Every time I hear Crunchyroll, people are like, okay, yeah, they're like putting ads on their premium tier, or they're raising prices, blah blah blah. I mean Netflix does the same, but it's like, can we please have a single good streaming platform for the love of Christ? Please. Let me have one good thing.
Everything keeps raising in price. Like didn't like PlayStation raise their subscription too?
Yes.
Again? Like 2 times.
Yes.
I never pay for that shit. I don't even like to play online. Like if I want to play online, I typically just play Steam.
That's why I'm glad I'm a PC girly now, because I didn't have a good PC until not very long ago. I've always had to be a console person. Now I could never go back to a console. I mean, PCs are expensive now too, but man, the idea of paying a sub, get online gameplay.
Dude,
no thank you.
I remember like how awesome PS3 was. Oh, hello, thank you so much for the raid. Hello everybody. Everybody, this is Beryl Arsenal. She's an Arsenal. Say hello to her. She likes Old Man Ocelot. And he's a guy who meows. He never meows as an old man.
It's so
also, what the fuck did they do to him in 5? He was so boring in 5.
He was as sexy as he was boring, which is very. It's a shame. People are like, oh, okay, it's because he's on your side in this game. Therefore, he's closer to his true self as a 10 layers, as a spy with like 10 affiliations. MGS5 is his real self. And I'm like, that's kind of boring as shit, but sure.
Oh, I get it. So, narratively, it fits for him, but unfortunately, it's like if a Menhera gets cured, basically. Where it's like, oh, that's good for them and everything. I guess I'm happy for you. But can you, like, have a mental breakdown?
He becomes the guide of the player character, which is like, I guess he's on your side. So it's like, oh, and he's in the whole operation, so it's like, oh, okay, maybe he wants to play the level-headed guy, but he lacks that whimsy, that weirdness that is so him in the later games and in 3. If 3 had been a conventional portrayal, it would have been more of the same, but he was kind of a silly Billy in 3 too, so it's like, where is he? Where's the Ocelot we know and love? And then he becomes batshit again afterwards, which is cool, but then 5 just looks like this weird OC misstep. Well, Miller's characterization works at the very least. But Ocelot, there's not much of a logic.
I think the other issue is that everybody as a whole, like as a cast, all felt very bland. There was not really much interest in drama, I guess. They just had quiet, and she would just be in the prison and she would shower, and then she'd be like, come on, man, come on. She would like masculinely gesture you to come watch her shower. So she's one of the boys.
Yeah,
I loved it though. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, my viewers know I don't like 5, story-wise. I'm of the belief that 5 could not exist and it would be okay. Because of the way it was like,
true.
You can tell it was, what became of it was a game that tried to like fix loose ends so we could get a satisfying loop. So like the gameplay is great, but would have things changed very much if it had not existed? Peace Walker was supposed to be DLC. No, Ground Zeroes was supposed to be DLC for Peace Walker. Because Peace Walker was supposed to be 5.
Ground Zeroes is that like kind of
demo
kind of thing?
Demo
it's like
mission,
a prequel, kind of.
It was supposed to be DLC for Peace Walker because Peace Walker was supposed to be 5. So like, if you consider that, would we have named Engines 5?
It took me a while to realize that you disconnect. I thought that you were on the pause screen.
Oh, I disconnected?
Yeah.
It's on the pause screen on my end. Oh, other player has disconnected.
I had to leave. It said it disconnected for me, so I'm like, oh. So I left and I sent you another invite. What is Revengeance? Revengeance is Kino. Doesn't he have like high heels?
Yeah, he's so cunty.
Is he supposed to be like Bowie coded or something?
I feel like he is.
And the cast is so flavorful. They've got so much energy, and what is his name? Armstrong, like final boss president guy. Yeah. He's so masculine and American. He's perfect. There's a game that I compare to it sometimes where it's Japanese made, but it has this like Western like vibe or inspo to it, I think. That I don't think was as good as Ryzen or Revengeance. Vanquish was really cool mechanically, but I never felt like it was great cast-wise. I feel like I know it's like maybe weird comparing it, but maybe it makes a little bit of sense. But I feel like Ryzen just blew it out of the water.
Yeah, Ryzen looks cool as hell. I'm probably gonna play it like after all the games, but I still have a lot to go, so we'll see. But yeah, the cast in 5 feels limp, which is sad because the cast in the other games are so memorable. And in 5
they also
it's like,
have Punished Snake, Venom, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
they
Venom.
have him as like barely a character now, right? He's like very like, which normally I don't mind. It's like, oh, you're like a player avatar more, like you kind of you don't like intrude much, but I don't really associate the Metal Gear IP being that way.
With like, you are the player. And I feel like you are the player does not work if you don't self-insert into your pro tags. Which I don't do, so Venom just kind of fell flat on my end.
Ugh. But I did like the few moments, like really strong highlights of the game, were when they would get into horror. Like the horrors of war and everything, like when they got into the tent and there's like I guess illegal bodily testing they were doing. And then of course the like plague infection at your base. And I love how they're like, hey boss, welcome back. What do we gotta do, man? And you're like scanning them and the scanner's like, you gotta kill these guys. Venom, I'm sorry. Yeah. And they're like, I'm saluting you because I'm such a big fan of you. I love you. And then you have to kill them all. And then the entire time, it pissed me off. It's like, it's clear cut. The game is trying to make you feel guilty because they don't see it coming, but you have to do what you have to do. And then Huey or whatever's like, Snake, what are you doing? You're a monster for killing these people.
Huey was so, oh my god. Huey was my favorite bits of the game because of how much I hated him. Like, he had his reasons to be kind of weird. Because if I was passed around between 2 PMCs like a hot potato, I would be pretty fucking scared, I think. But he really had one of the most detestable personalities, and that's one of the things that made a few bits of the game actually interesting. With his trial and everything.
At least he has extreme personality.
Yeah.
Least.
Well,
Didn't
a
he
lot of the
get,
game is like
like,
milquetoast.
Oh wait, I remember what it was. His son slept with his like second wife or something.
Yeah,
right?
the second wife like assaulted Otacon, and then the dude like killed himself in a pool. It's
Huey did? Oh, he does that later, right?
Oh yeah.
The is this after 5? Because 5 is like the is like kind of like
yeah.
sort of thing.
It's a thing you learn during the Solid Snake games. When Huey wasn't really a character yet.
It's like I always thought that was kind of interesting plot point. I really like whenever they get into fucked up storylines and themes and narratives because, I mean, that's just kind of how life is. It is really fucked up.
And it's war.
And... What?
Otacon's attack wasn't a result of war, but like you would expect really fucked up shit to happen in war.
Right.
And it feels different because you don't see male assault in games very much either.
Right.
It's always female characters most of the time.
I didn't even remember it was like an assault. All I remember is that he just slept, but I didn't remember how it happened.
It's like implied that the stepmother
She was basically
raped him.
the seductive.
Yeah. It was a grooming thing.
Got you.
Which is like pretty rare in a video game, I'd say.
Right?
Especially with the way Kojima writes, you would think all the victims would be women, and I mean a lot of them are. But Otacon is like, oh, that's different, like truly.
The only other game I can think of at the moment on the fly that gets into like really fucked up stuff is like Drakengard.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I want to play Drakengard 3 on stream so bad, but that implies emulating Drakengard 3.
Oh, hold on one second. I've always like looked around at Drakengard 3. I just keep filtering it out because like it looks cool and all, but I kind of prefer the tone that I see of Drakengard 1 because it's more like it makes me think a little bit of Berserk sort of, but also kind of different. And then Drakengard 3 feels like it's more like we're trying to look like bright, vibrant fantasy, but we're actually really fucked up. And I mean, I do like that style, but I don't know. I feel like I'm just not as interested in it.
There seems to be some grit to the first one that the third one doesn't have.
Wait. Okay, there you are. I was like, oh my god. Do you know we're playing?
I think the PS3 was a
So what do you think of the game, by the way?
I love it, but like it's like my favorite Toho game. So like, fair. I do think I would like more bullets on the screen, but that's me being insane, I think.
Okay. So the Toho one that's mimicking this is more bullets, but it's also still versus. Man,
it's versus with these little flames that go across the screen to the other person, and you have the patterns of like the moving patterns of the clouds and the stars in this game. They also move like that. It's nearly identical in gameplay. It's actually pretty much the same aside from the Toho has bullets on screen on top of like the little enemies.
Right.
But the enemies have more conventional patterns in Toho because there's bullets. Oh, but like the extra
Also,
attacks, the boss attacks, and the charge engage and everything, that's all in Toho, yeah.
Regarding man, I was just getting waterfalled on. PS3 emulation. I used to always hear of that being like really difficult, but I think a few years ago they just mastered it, and now they're already working on Switch 2 and whatnot. But
for real?
Speaking of PS3, have you ever played Yakuza Dead Souls?
No, I have not. I've played Yakuza 0 and bits of 1, I think.
1 or the remake of
Kiwami,
1?
yeah, 1 remake.
Okay, I played all of Kiwami. It was like a fantastic experience. I loved it. And then I played a little bit of the Pirate Yakuza, but I wasn't in the mood to commit because it's like a long-winded game. It's like kind of like, you know, action JRPG. So it's going to be grindy and be like a little bit lengthy. And I usually just, it's not that I don't like those games. I just don't prioritize them because I prefer playing multiple games that are like, oh, 10 hours, then you're done. Whereas Yakuza is like 40 hours.
That's kind of how I approach streaming too, because I don't have that many hours of streaming a week. So I'm like, if I play a long game, it's gonna take me so long. Metal Gear Solid 5 took me 3 months, and I would stream it twice a week. And it still took 3 months. Because I don't do like 8-hour
really
days.
Helped.
Yeah.
When you play a really grindy game like that, once you tell yourself that you don't actually have to wait until it's stream time to be able to progress in that game for maybe 3 hours before, it's a lot easier, actually. It's also easier on chat because I think chats get burnt out of certain genres. Depending on the game, though, I think there's always going to be some hardcore fans that are like, no, I'll always watch a playthrough of Final Fantasy 1. I love it.
I have viewers who wake up in their time zone to watch me play Metal Gear and Metal Gear only. So awesome. it's the thing with certain games and fan bases. Like the super invested ones will be there no matter what.
But Yakuza Dead Souls is really cool. It feels like a PS2 game. It's on PS3, and it's really ugly. It's like the most desaturated, metallic-looking game I've ever fucking seen in my life. But the gameplay style, it's like it's zombie apocalypse, like in like non-canon kind of thing. And it's jank in a good way, but, you know, whenever you deal with it and the jank fucks you over, then it's frustrating. But there's a charm that janky games add. I would rather play a janky game that's really interesting than, like, a overly polished, sterile, homogenized, like, modern game. Yeah. Because, like, yeah, maybe you won't be as frustrated as much, but you're going to probably be bored. There's going to be too many, like, I don't know, common conventions.
And that's not much better, like, if it's boring. I would rather have interesting jank than a polished bore.
Yeah, like, boring games like the worst game of all time, by the way, Resident Evil Requiem, sucks. Trying to raise awareness, don't play it. That game sucks. We should make Capcom pay.
I wanted to ask why it's so bad, but, like, that would spoil me, so I can't.
I can't tell you. All I can tell you is it's probably... how do I say... It's not fair to say it's the weakest Resident Evil because I think 7 has a lot of issues, but I don't think it has as much spice as 7 has despite 7's issues.
Yeah.
Requiem gives you the false impression that it's going to be, like, incredible, maybe, but it's only for, like, the first half, and then it kind of evens out to being a very mediocre game.
That's a shame. I've seen MGS4 comparisons to Requiem. I'm very nosy about it.
I'll say, though, it really depends on who you ask, though, because a lot of people are like, oh, yeah, Requiem's 10 out of 10. It really depends on how resistant you are of modern game design, and how much you value the game design of older Resident Evils.
Yeah, I think it's a modern game, so if you're here to play a new RE1, 2, 3, it's not going to be that, for sure.
Yeah, pretty much. But the problem is, in my opinion, it's not even up to the level of, like, RE2 Remake or RE4 Remake, which, despite my issues with them, I do feel like they are, like, pretty peak. Even, like, Village. I feel like Village has a lot more going for it than Requiem does. It's very frustrating. It feels like Requiem, I don't know what happened with it, if they were trying to make... I don't want to say too much, actually. I'll be quiet. If I say too much, I'm going to start giving away what the issue is.
Nostalgia baity a bit?
That is a thing with it.
That might be where the MGS4
that's the least of its issues.
Comparisons come from.
Oh, do you feel like MGS4 is nostalgia baity?
Yes, and I love it. Many of the plot points, the things explained, I'm like, oh yeah, they brought back XYZ character for, like, nostalgia reason, which is like, okay, cool. It just doesn't make for a very... There's so much, like, going back to old places or seeing new characters you haven't seen, like, 20 years. It's like, okay, yeah, there's an element of nostalgia bait in it, for sure.
I usually get more, like, annoyed and eye-rolly because, like, I know that the developer's like, oh my god, when the gamers see this, they're gonna shit their pants. They're gonna be like, "Oh my god, you brought back Floofy from the game 30 years ago. He's back."
That's how it feels like, but once again, MGS4 not the most normal dev conditions, because I'm pretty sure Kojima was threatened into making it. But,
yeah, he had a gun pointed at his head.
It was low-key, like, against his will, so, like, I wonder if that affected the game and how it came out, too. Probably.
It would be funny if it was, like, tongue-in-cheek, like, maybe deep down he was just giving a middle finger to fans or something. I don't know. Actually, no, that would have been more... Wait, no. I don't know if that was... Was that a vibe of 2? That they're like, oh, you want more Solid Snake? We're gonna give you
2 was kind of that, yeah.
There's a really good example. My favorite show is Twin Peaks. And Twin Peaks is really cool because it feels like they're hyper aware of like, oh, you're excited for Twin Peaks Season 3, right? You want it to be exactly like old Twin Peaks from like 25 years ago. So you want the overly warm filter. You want it to be filmed on VHS. You want every single thing to be the same. Well, life's not like that. So they make Season 3 like this weird... They blue ball you. The entire show, the tone is really grimdark. It's very cold colored, but it's weirdly good. It's actually good, but they're clearly
but it's not like
doing it despite nostalgia people. Unfortunately, though, like, if you ask me which is my least favorite season, it's, well, I mean, I guess technically Season 3 as a whole is better than Season 2 as a whole, but that's kind of a whole ass thing. Have you ever watched Twin Peaks?
I've seen one season, like, I don't know how many years. I was on Tumblr back then, which, like, kind of sets it between 2010 and 2013 or something. But it's been a while.
Right. That's cool that you watched it. Did you watch Season 2 to get, like, the conclusion?
No, I kind of dropped in the middle because I'm so bad at finishing TV shows.
Did you see the reveal of the killer, at least?
No.
Interesting, okay. They initially didn't even want to reveal the killer. They were kind of, like, made by the studio, and that's why Lynch, hates TV, or part of why he hates it so much. But, Season 2 is interesting because they are forced to give an answer to who the killer is, but the way they do it is really satisfying. The problem, though, is after the mystery is solved, they don't know what to do with the show anymore. And they have, like, 15 episodes left. And it kind of just nosedives to where they're like, I don't know what to do with these characters. Exactly. I think Lynch basically stopped even showing up, so they just started not knowing what to do with the show.
Just whatever.
And then towards the ends, for the last 3 episodes, I guess they were like, Lynch, please. And he's like, all right, fine. What are you doing? All right, I'm going to end this plot line. Yeah, this plot line's, like, really stupid. I'm going to end this right now. Okay, I'm going to fix this. It's, like, cool.
But yeah, I think it's a show I should probably continue, or restart, rather. I have a weird relationship with David Lynch, but I want to fix that.
What is it? Tell me what's your relationship?
I watched Mulholland Drive, and I hated it. And I'm like, I gotta be missing something?
Is that the one where
it was supposed to be a TV show and then it wasn't?
Is that, I'm trying to think of a way to summarize it. It's like, he has a girl, and how the fuck do you summarize that movie?
You can't. I don't think you can.
Wait, I'm trying not to get Mulholland Drive and Lost Highway mixed up, which is the one that has the David Bowie song. That's really awesome. And Trent Reznor worked on the soundtrack.
It might be Lost Highway. Mulholland Drive is a girl tries to make it into Hollywood.
Yes, that's the one I saw before. I saw Lost Highway for the first time. I didn't get really attached to Mulholland Drive or Lost Highway. I think it might be one of those movies to where I need to give it another chance and rewatch it. Because sometimes movies just do that to me. Like, I'll watch it, first time I'm like, eh. Second time I'll watch it, and then I become obsessed.
And I'm like, not a fan when I have to think too much about the plotline and how absurd it gets. Like, which is kind of a Lynch thing to begin with. But I think the way it was delivered in Mulholland Drive I watched it in the last 30 minutes, just kind of had me like, what happened there?
Right.
Because when
I
there's
really
the
liked-
timeline change, approximately, I'm like, whoa, wait, why are we here now?
I really liked his, I mean, it was kind of like a butchered mess because it was like multiple different directors, but I liked his Dune movie. Like, I mean, the parts that it seemed like he actually did.
Yeah.
I actually liked it. The movie was good until suddenly they get to like maybe 75% in or 50% in, and they're like, all right, we gotta wrap this up. Wait, what? Yeah, just end. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's not an easy book to adapt at all. So that's why I've been pleasantly surprised by the Villeneuve film, because he's doing it pretty decent. But it's such a dense book. There's a lot of like lanes where nothing happens. And there's an art to making that hit. But I think the new movies like worked well with that.
I feel basic, but my favorite Lynch film is literally just Fire Walk with Me. It's kind of neat because Twin Peaks, you know, the allure of it is the mystery of Laura. She's a dead girl, and you're finding out slowly more and more about her because of these journal entries or just talking about people. But, you know, you don't really get to see her yourself or whatever. It's just the recounting of people who knew her or what she left behind. And even if you take all that in, you'll never like have the full clear picture of her. It's kind of like if you or me died and people try to investigate to get an impression of us, they probably wouldn't get the whole truth, or they would get like a warped distorted, or they would misinterpret things. So the idea of like, oh, we're gonna do a prequel movie that shows you everything about Laura, it sounds, oh, I don't know, you're gonna ruin the mystery. Because sometimes it's better not knowing. But I would say that the way that movie was, it kind of made it worth it, which I don't think is the case most of the time. I think most of the time I would rather you not risk it. Your friend's a top player in this game? Oh shit, I love Twinkle Star.
It's fun. And it's like easy enough to be pick up and play. You don't have to log in and spend your life getting good at it the way you might have to do with like traditional shmups.
I feel like maybe I got lucky making this my first one. I don't remember how I came across this, but I just did because it looked so cute, and then I played it. I'm like, wait, this is actually like super sick and fun.
Yeah.
Wait, what's going on with the hands?
The hands?
I worry.
What?
I worry that they're talking about my sleeves looking like breasts. Everybody says that. Please don't tell me that's what you're thinking. It makes me so angry. It makes me so mad. Please don't.
What, like huge titties and that
Thank you for the follow.
Would be strange. It would
be doable, but I wouldn't do that. They're obviously sleeves. God damn you! God damn you! That's what you were thinking.
But no, they're clearly sleeves. Like
they clearly are. It's their male brains.
Yeah.
We're girls. We're more sophisticatedly built. Okay.
They're like
so we see the heart first. They see nothing but flesh mounds.
Flesh mounds.
You sick
bastards. Puppies.
You're lucky we need your seeds to repopulate the earth. If it wasn't for that, you would be out of here.
No, you keep one man and you use him to breed earth.
Yes, you will be breed cows, and you will like it.
We're flipping the script and turning the dudes into breed cows.
Speaking of dudes and women, so I saw, you know, a reminder of like the kind of like thing about how male birds are the ones that look really flamboyant, really colorful, and really flashy, and the girl ones look like they work at the gas station. and I was told the reason supposedly why is that it's an evolutionary, that the female birds are, you know, supposed to guard the eggs and raise the babies, and the male birds want to draw away predators. The male birds stick around and protect the female, so the male birds want to look flashy so they can draw prey. They're more distracting.
Oh.
And it's like, oh, that's a good way to put it. Anyway, men, put on the stilettos. I need to be protected.
No.
I'm about to go to Walmart.
I got a dress right there in the closet just for you.
Whoa! God
Whoa,
damn!
that was close. Oh,
It's
I
not
had full
only
health. Never mind.
raining,
Yeah.
it's big rain too.
Yeah, you have.
All right,
you and I have a plan for world domination where we turn men into breeding cows.
Oh, that's not who I want to be. Damn it! It's like pressing up, 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 A or something like that. Try. Are you picking the alternate colors on purpose?
I keep pressing X on my controller, which is alternate color button.
Oh, got you. I usually have that problem in Darkstalkers. It drives me crazy. I'm like, no, I want the iconic Buletta. Sometimes all colors do be looking cool.
Yeah. I think the pink and blue is cute on this one, so it's fine.
I'm biased because I think she's only blondes, right? I love the blondies.
I like redheads and black hair, but definitely ginger red.
Black.
I know you're redhead, which makes it funny, but it's true.
And there's two types of redhead, because like you either like orange or you like fire truck red. I
I'm
used to
definitely
like
red.
fire truck red.
We're
I've kind
both-
of gone more into the orange
We're
direction.
both sides of the coin,
Yeah.
actually.
Yes.
Hello, Raymond. How's it going? How's it going?
I
Yeah, we're
really,
both
really,
sides.
really like either black, blue, or purple Hemi cut hairstyle.
Yes.
And it's like lawn and oh my goodness.
Actually, if I can
it
spoil
kind
my
of activates me.
if I can spoil my PL here, in my VTuber past life, I was orange-haired with bangs and a under collar that was not orange, just like you.
Ooh, well,
Just
don't
like-
say too much. Did I ever know about you then?
No,
or did we
no.
not come across each other then?
We
Okay,
had
okay.
not. It's funny because
How
when
lo-
I redebuted,
What?
I came across people on other people's channel whom I knew from my PL. But we're like completely different niches, so like it's VTubing is just small, man.
It is.
It's tiny.
It's kind of exciting though. Like I kind of like the web connecting.
Yeah. Yo, mirror match.
You gonna try to out pencil my pencil? I will destroy you. I'm just joking. Anytime I got
I
confident,
guess
I always eat
logically
shit.
it would have to end in a draw, right?
Oh,
Oh!
the tumbler is coming out.
There was
Tumblr loved
something
the dad
like
puns.
telling me to do this.
I do it sometimes too.
Oh, Timekeeper, this is
Tumblr.
on the Steam version.
Yeah, we're not playing on Fightcade, but we could have. I felt bad because somebody else asked me about Twinkle Star weirdly after you and me had kind of arranged to do
Seriously?
it, and they were like, "Oh, do you have Fightcade?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah," and then I'm like, "I told Beryl to buy it on Steam, but I prefer playing on Steam. I'm not no evil pirate breaking the law."
The slowdowns on this version seem kind of weird. I'm not sure if
Please!
it's the emulation or if it's
Please!
the natural slowdown of the game.
Yeah.
Ah!
I have to win! There's a mega! What the no, what the hell?
Okay, so so they're the arcade slowdowns because I hear the music go slow sometimes. I'm like, oh, is this on purpose? Because I felt
I
the
love the
slowdowns were
slowdowns.
aggressive for this game. Oh.
It feels good.
Oh.
Yeah. Go in your place.
Wow, okay, I
Down
just
below.
got fucked, man.
Now I was serious this time. Okay, we're at a draw. If I don't win, I'm gonna graduate.
So I have to lose, is what you're saying.
No, 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 don't.
Who's gonna be my concept inspo if you have to graduate?
Maybe I'll rebrand. I'll be covert and hide. I'll rebrand as another schizo with 5,000 VTubers.
Perfect. But yeah, I think you were gonna say something about my past life, and then I cut you by accident.
Oh no, no, I was just gonna ask like, oh, if I knew about you.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm really bad about keeping up with past life type stuff. Sometimes people are like, oh, do you know me? Do you remember me from past life? I'm like, oh, huh? No, huh? I don't know. I don't know.
I've had people recognize me from my voice alone because I kept the same Twitch channel to not do the affiliate grind again, and they were like, what? Oh my god, it's you!
This is impossible! I got a horror story for you.
Go ahead.
So, this is so fucked up. Men, if you're Babinikus, your best in real life friend might find out that you're a Babiniku. Your normie best friend might literally find you natively live on Twitch. Okay, so Mina is a Babiniku. And has been streaming for about as long as I have. I think it's going to be the 4th year this year, right? And so, you know, they're like their little latex demon nun character playing boomer shooters and being autistic and everything. And one day I looked in the viewer tab and I saw a username and I'm like, that's our in real life friend that we don't really. He's like normie, so we don't really like chill on the internet, really. And I DM'd him on Steam, and I'm like, "Is that you?" And he's like, "Who? Is that you?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's me. I've been watching him for like 2 years now."
Oh my god!
And he just he never told Mina. He was just secretly watching. And the reason why he found him is because Mina was streaming either Doom mods or Half-Life mods or something, and he just recognized his voice.
Oh yeah.
And then he just became a viewer. His best friend would become his Oshi.
That's crazy. Actually, let me check in my viewer list right now.
Why did you hack the game?
I am in the clear. One of my brother's friends has followed me.
Oh yeah.
On Twitch. And I'm like, oh.
Why?
Oh.
Why are you bald? Are you okay?
Someone made me bald on my end. All good. So yeah, I'm like, I mean, Quebec is a very small place. Like, it makes sense. So the Quebec nerd scene is even smaller. But the principle is so mortifying. This man is following me, not knowing who I am.
What if he does know, though? And he's just...
I have him on Steam, so maybe he does.
It's insane. I don't want anybody from real life to ever find me. Go away. Stay away.
Like, it's like, if this guy is in this chat right now, which I know he is not,
he's on his alt.
He's on his
viewer
watching
account?
right now. Please no bully, man.
What the fuck? What? She does like directional shots.
Yeah, the power shot for her is like directional. It's kind of weird.
I feel like,
and I think it
really
comes
cool
in handy for some like the pattern that just goes like a wall that closes on you. Might be good for that.
Oh yeah, never actually used her much. Because sometimes I just like, I find it to be fun to just do the basic shooting and I don't do the charge up shots all the time. So I guess I just never tried it with her. I win. Yeah.
You do. It's such a cute game, Frozen. It is. But yes, shmups are something I've wanted to play more on stream, but I'm like, would I be boring as shit? Would I do 3 hours of shmups?
You can. The only thing is that
I might do multiple games.
Shmup,
yeah.
You have to kind of like lock in also. Like when I'm playing a shmup and I have to kind of focus, I can't like look over at chat because like I literally died to you I think 2 times because I'm like, what's going on over there?
I also died reading chat. Yeah, I did stream some Toho games. Like, at the end of a stream, like I switched games. I was like, I want to do a Toho run. So I did like 1 or 2. But I never locked in for 3 hours of shmups for like a full stream night.
My struggle is my OCD, so I feel like I can't stream a game unless I... Oh, hello, thank you so much for the raid.
Hello,
How are you guys doing? This is Beryl Arsenal, the Arsenal.
Hi.
We are playing Twinkle Star Sprites. I hope you guys had a good stream, but if you have to head out because it's late, I forgive you.
Yeah, what time is it?
It's 10:38. I basically have to head out at 11.
Same.
Because I need to run away from the heat in my room. My room has always been like very bad about circulation.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if the entire house has no AC, my room is the worst. But what I was gonna say. I have OCD, so I feel like I can't stream or switch games unless I have a thumbnail for said game that I want to play.
Oh yeah, with
And
YouTube
then
I have this problem.
I have to end the YouTube stream and then restart it up because I want the thumbnail to be accurate to what I'm actually playing. Only every now and then do I not care. But I want the thumbnails to, you know, like, especially, I don't know. What if it's the only time I play that game? I want the thumbnail to be shown.
Yeah. Oh, it's murder match again! But yeah, just streaming on YouTube is not for the weak in general.
How come?
It's a hassle. I feel like I do most of streaming like you do, but I feel like there's so much more to do and plan for every single YouTube video. I mean, it's because it's a video and not like just a VOD that disappears. Like a live video. It's just so much work. And depending on how you restream, I use a plugin to have 2 OBS feeds.
Right.
So I don't have restream where it's just like shows one feed in 2 places. Because before, because of the chat box not being able to be shown on Twitch and YouTube all at once, I didn't want to do. Yeah, I didn't want to do like the same feed to not get like murked or something. But now I'm like, oh, encoding 2 streams at a time is so bad for my CPU. For my piece in general. I
just like awkwardly, like I have a vertical second monitor and I have my Twitch chat on it, and then I open the YouTube chat in like a tiny window, and then I have it like overlaying the Twitch chat so I can see both. It's really awkward.
Yeah, I use my second monitor for like OBS and stuff, and chats.
Yay!
Yay!
What was I gonna say? Oh, what I hate is when I forget to add the game category to YouTube. Like, for example, if you're playing Mario 64 for a week straight, when you end your stream and then start another stream the next day, you have to reapply the game category because it automatically marks it as blank. Or another thing that I sometimes run into is if for any reason I private a video, it then starts assuming any future videos will be private. So I'll go live and people are like, oh, why is your YouTube chat not working? I'm like, oh,
it's set private by default. Ugh.
Yeah, it drives me crazy. But I've gotten better about that. Although when I started the stream today, I was so flustered because like I literally was doing that VR chat like 10 minutes before like we were supposed to go live or whatever. And I accidentally didn't like update my Twitch stream category or title or anything, so I went live for 1 second and I quickly ended it.
Wait, you do that while in the stream?
Mm-hmm. Not normally, like, when I'm live. I ended the stream, like, I went live for 2 seconds, realized the title and everything was all fucked up, and I felt so embarrassed. I caught it, like, really quickly, and then I went off live to fix it. Because sometimes, if you fix a stream title, like, during a stream, it'll still, like, for a lot of people, just say the wrong stream title. I don't know.
I've noticed that.
I care about that stuff.
Like, the category is, like, not the right one when you finish a stream, too.
One thing that annoys me that YouTube does is I will play, like, either an original game or, like, a remake, and then the category that I picked shows the correct thumbnail, But then when it does the whole like, oh, games that you have recently played section on the bottom of your profile, it'll show the wrong portrait. Like, yeah, like when I play Resident Evil 4, original Resident Evil 4, I'll pick the Resident Evil 4 that says 2005 or whatever, and has the appropriate picture, and then on my profile it shows the remake.
Oh,
and it's like, what the fuck?
It's not the same game. I'm so excited for 4. I am so excited.
Playing original classic? Oh my god, it's
I'm
so
doing
good.
classic tomorrow. No, Wednesday. But I'm super hyped.
I want to try to make it for that. Resident Evil 4 is really cool because it was very transformative of the series, taking it from like classic survival horror to action. But if you are a fan of arcadey action games by Japanese developers, it is like one of the best of all time. It is just so good. And even though the remake is like a good game, it's not quite an arcadey game.
I think like the
mixed bag.
RE4 looks like the perfect middle point between the earlier games. It's like it looks like a transitional game. I might be wrong, but that's what it feels like.
I mean, it's what started the change to where the series would go, but the problem is that RE4 was the peak. Resident Evil 6 was not as good of an action game as RE4. RE5 was not as good as an action game as 4. 4 just kind of like set the bar too high, and they were never able to match it ever since. Even now, I don't think they have. And then, you know, Resident Evil overall as a whole, identity crisis game, they don't even want to commit to be an action horror. They try to be survival horror a little bit, but there's too much action horror to make it. There's too much action horror, so it can't be survival horror, but it's not a good action horror because it's trying to put survival. It's very interesting.
Like it seems like it goes kind of ass up after 5. I don't know if it's a wrong impression I have, but...
So, 5 was good. 6 was like a mess. 6 has a good game buried deep down in it, but it's bogged down by modern game trends, and just it... Mostly that, I would say, that holds it back from being great. But a lot of other things, like it doesn't like have good shooting, doesn't feel good to play. Yeah. But everybody always praises its control scheme, and it is good, a control scheme. After that, they were just so mauled by the community. Journalists and human beings like didn't like it, so they were like, okay, let's do Revelations, but it's kind of like half action horror, half survival horror, and it doesn't do either particularly that great. And then Revelations 2 is kind of like sort of more of that, kind of. And then they kind of got back on track a bit more with Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7 is still like, oh, modern game, but I think it has enough spice to it to make me have lingering affection for it.
Which one's the one with the mom and the daughter? The 8 or 7? That might be really big, actually.
The daughter? Well...
The one with Ethan?
I guess it depends on, like, if you're right about the little girl being the daughter. Because there's a little girl in 7, and there's a different little girl in Village.
It might be I've seen RE8 nearly in its entirety by watching streamers on my screen monitor.
Do you mean daughters? Like multiple daughters?
It's super big. Which one is a Chris that's like really buff and mad and old?
That Chris is really buff and mad and old?
Yeah, I think it's 8.
All of them.
Or it's like 7?
Well, 5 and onward.
The one with Ethan.
He's not buff in 7.
The one with Ethan.
Yeah. That's 7 and 8.
Okay. Oh fuck, he's in 2 of them.
Okay, so
which one do I mean then?
7 is the one that has the zombie country family in a country mansion or house in Louisiana.
I think... Is that the one I mean?
And you are trying to rescue your wife, and the villain is like...
That one.
Okay.
I think I've seen like a lot of it like played on stream. It wouldn't be fully new to me, but it seems like I'm like, how Resident Evil is this anyway? For someone who's used to like the older games mostly. I'm like, is this even Resident Evil, bro?
So 7 was a little bit like controversial in that people wanted it to justify like, why are you even called Resident Evil? You don't really have anything to do with Resident Evil. Like, you're an entirely your own thing. But I think that's awesome. I don't think Resident Evil's like narrative timeline is that compelling. It's like basically, how can we bring back them again? How can we like bring back Leon for the 30th time? How can we bring back Claire, Jill, Beryl? Like they just, it's like the whole world revolves around these
people are
characters.
fixated on the characters defining the series and not the themes and such.
Yeah, it's like they get attached to the mascots, and
Which is normal,
I get it, but at first I also was kind of confused, like wait, why is this even called Resident Evil? Like, why don't you just make it a new IP? Wouldn't that be cool? And then you could just end Resident Evil. But they need to keep Resident Evil name for recognition and marketing. Yeah. But it at the end tries to tie to, actually it is connected to Resident Evil Umbrella because XYZ, and it's like,
yeah, well, I think I've seen a cutscene like that or something. It starts in the village and everything.
Yeah, Village does it too. I don't think it was needed. I thought it was kind of cool that they did their own thing. But yeah. That's what, like, Silent Hill looks like it's heading towards, is it's doing what I kind of wish Resident Evil did sooner, which is, well, you know what? We're gonna just, like, have certain themes and conventions carry across the new ones, but it's not going to always be about like tied to the Silent Hill that you remember from the first 3 games. It's not going to be tied to the familiar characters.
Franchise
can
have
just
to evolve
make Silent
too.
Hill be anywhere. But I understand people that are also like, well, why are you calling it Silent Hill? Like, that it was called that for a reason, XYZ, just make it a new IP. So I understand that perspective as well. But Resident Evil 7 is cool because it's kind of like a weird spiritual remake of Resident Evil 1 / Resident Evil 1 remake with its own spin. So it's like a creepy mansion in the woods. It's inspired by like old B horror movies. You know, Resident Evil 1 is Night of the Living Dead, and Resident Evil 7 is Evil Dead. So it's like, oh, we're doing something similar, but we're picking different inspo so we can make it our own thing. Gameplay-wise, it has a lot of Resident Evil in its DNA, but it's only as Resident Evil as modern game design will allow, so it's not going to be quite like a carbon copy like I would prefer, but it's like cool. Its main issue is what all modern Resident Evils are. Like the issue that bothers me the most, I mean, is one is that like some of the level design is a bit more streamlined than maybe classic Resident Evil would have it, and atmosphere is always really mediocre in modern Resident Evil, and that used to be like one of their strongest traits.
That's a shame, because like the atmosphere is a strong point. The vibe, if you will.
Silent Hill F has a connection to the first 4 games. It's just incredibly subtle. Yeah, but isn't it more just like a shoehorned in justification? Like, you kind of get what I mean. Like, ultimately, it feels like they kind of want to be able to expand on the IP. But I had never finished F. I, like, left off after the school and I got distracted and never made time for it. But I liked what I played of it. I thought it was fine.
I'm locking in now. I'm ready.
I was tired earlier before the stream, but I got my second wind.
You gotta, like, I've noticed when it's like 5 to 7 p.m., like, no, 6 to like 9 p.m., I just crash, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to sleep, but it's just 8, and then it's 10 p.m., and I'm like wide awake, and I'm like, okay, so I missed my sleeping window, or what? Same with like 2 to 5 p.m. 2 to 5 p.m. I could nap, and I don't even nap. I'm someone who has a hard time falling asleep at all, but when I'm tired between 2 and 5, I can just put my head on the pillow, wait 10 minutes, and I nap, which is so unusual.
I never nap. I usually am just like unconscious, and then I either sleep for 10 hours or what.
Nowadays, I just don't sleep because I gotta wake up at 6 for my job.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask 5,000 years ago. You said that you're not going to have this job for long. Is it like a summer job then? You don't have to dox
It's a
what your
contract.
job
Oh,
is or
it's a
whatever.
contract.
Oh, okay.
So it's temporary, so it ends in like 4 weeks. If not 3.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be back to being unemployed VTuber again.
Oh, hold on. I got a DM. What is it? What is it? What do you want? What the hell do you want? Ugh. Actually, this will probably be a good time for me to leave off anyway.
That's fair. It's almost 11. Whoa.
It's like, I don't feel tired, but I know that I need to at least try to sleep.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and go back to
Oh my god.
chat in the screen.
Yeah. Let me bring you back. I'm too large. Okay, wait. Okay. How tall are you? You're probably taller than I am.
Well, I mean, in this form, I don't think I would be tall.
Yep.
I would be very, very small. If we were in my other form
Yeah.
of this character, I would be like, I'm 6'2".
Okay,
So-
yeah, you would be like here.
Yeah, I would be like huge. But I'm a tiny little thing. I'm stepping on like 10 stools to be able to be up here right now.
Here. Okay, you're gonna be here then. Really super tiny. But I
Ugh.
also am tiny, so it's like, oh.
You're tiny? I thought you were like average height or something.
Small-ish.
Oh,
Small-ish.
okay. So
they're, like,
you're like
small, small.
almost a womanlet.
Almost, yeah.
Okay, based. But
Mhm.
Beryl, thank you so much for
Thank you for
coming
having
and
me.
doing this collab with me.
It's
I
so
had a lot of
funny
fun.
because like for weeks I was like, I should DM Pumpkin for a collab, and I didn't do it and didn't do it until you made a tweet where you were like, I want to collab with people, but I'm too shy to DM, and I was like, oh wait, it's my chance. I have a reason to do it.
Yeah, I feel like it's a problem that a lot of YouTubers have is that we're all like really fucking shy. Even if we're like pretty like much friends with a mutual, we always treat it as like, well, are we? I don't know. So I think a lot of us prefer to do feeler posts to kind of like SOS, please collab.
Please.
I can't.
Cold
Yeah.
DMing is scary because also you don't know if the other VTuber is like more in a coworker / business perspective, or if they're like, I want to be friends.
Right. I can't read that. I'm like, I understand and I respect the grind, people who want to grow it as a business and everything. I'm kind of like an in-between where my priority is that I want to make friends and have a sense of community. But of course, like, succeeding is nice too because it makes like, it gives more motivation and
Yeah.
everything.
And there's a lot of things
but
you
it's
can
always-
do as a VTuber if you don't have the resources and the community.
Yeah.
Also, it's
just
interlinked.
It's just always scary because what if you message somebody and you're like, do you want to collab? And what if they're like, I really don't want to. That's like nightmare
It's
scenario. Even though
scary.
I feel like we're more likely to ask people that we're kind of confident won't say no to
Yeah.
us, usually, I think. But it's still kind of hard because it's like putting yourself in a vulnerable situation. It's kind of like asking somebody out on a date.
And you're like, oh my god,
what's the
how
worst?
am I
The worst
gonna?
they could say is no. Yeah.
But it's like, how will it
That's the
come
worst
off?
thing they could say.
It's like,
The worst thing that could ever happen.
and it's like, okay, am I gonna come off as a cloud chaser if I DM someone who has a bigger CCV? Like, it's a whole thing.
Oh yeah, true. I used to be scared of raiding bigger people. I felt like if I did, it would give like a bad impression. But I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes I just want to raid somebody new, or I like this
Yeah.
person, so I want to raid them.
It's a way to show support, I think. But you never know how you're
Yeah.
gonna come across. So if and it's in a space where people blow up on each other for the smallest slights, often done by bad perceptions, it's like, do I want to risk it?
Right. But
It's
I
fine.
think that this ended up working out, and we should do another collab at some point. Just like
Yes.
stay on top of my ass because I kind of drift around like aimlessly because I'm stupid.
I mean,
But-
I wanna like enlist you for RE5 for sure.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm a RE5 girl. There's only so many like co-op games I can even play aside friend slaps.
Yeah, I'm not a big
So
co-op
I'm-
person, so it's like, why
I'm
do
a
people
far
want to
RE5. I'm like not a RE5 like on the scale of novice to professional. I would say that I'm like somewhere in between intermediate and professional. I think I'm like actually pretty decent.
I'm gonna be really bad.
Nah, you'll be fine. I'll carry you. I'll teach you my ways.
Good.
But like, I know people who are even better than me. They'll like do the stun baton only. I'm like, really? And they'll do stun baton only on professional. And professional is like miserable to play.
It's like when I see Code Veronica knife only runs. I'm like, you are a masochist, bro. Of all Resident Evils to do knife only, you do Code Veronica.
I always hear like Code Veronica's knife is like cracked apparently, but you still need to actually be good with it. I think the reason why Code Veronica's knife is good is because when you cut into an enemy, it feels like it does 3 like in the model before it comes out. Whereas the other Resident Evils, I think it's more of like a quick slice. It always feels good to use the knife in Code Veronica in terms of feedback. Sorry, I'm being autistic.
No, please keep being autistic.
But I'm not good enough to kite and bait enemies. I only even recently started getting better at baiting enemies in RE4. I don't know.
Mastering the movement is tough, dude.
I need to go, but what sucks is it's so hot in my house that I want to take a shower, but I'm gonna probably take a hot shower. Why would I do that to myself? I think I need to make it a lukewarm shower. But Beryl, do you have anything that you want to plug? Anything that you have upcoming or what you're going to be streaming next?
Yeah, okay, so I'm playing Resident Evil 4 on a Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. EST. So, I mean, we're same time zone. That's pretty convenient. And then I'm finishing Metal Gear 2 on Thursday. And then I'm doing ASMR on Friday, because it's my thing now to do ASMR on Fridays, apparently. And I'm getting ready for my first anniversary in 2 months.
Ooh.
I have like lots of things planned, like new graphics, new things, new models.
So I wasn't crazy because I'm like, I feel like you were like a newer VTuber. I don't think, well, I mean, I know you had a previous life, but
Beryl's like,
in terms of like your arsenal form.
Yeah.
That's cool, that's cool.
I have things planned.
Good
I have
luck.
merch
I hope
planned.
I hope I can make it for your RE4 because I want to see how you fare in it. Have you watched gameplay of it or spoiled yourself on like how to play?
Memes
or
from like memes from like 2005 and 6 on YouTube. So I'm
okay.
Resident Evil as a whole is a franchise I haven't been super spoiled on, aside from like cultural relevance. And even then, it's not like Metal Gear where I knew the entire plotline of the game before playing. RE is like, okay, I knew about what's in DBD, and that's it. Because I never knew a lot of things. It's largely a new series for me, which is pretty exciting because there's not a lot of those now. I feel like I see so many spoilers for everything online. So going in blind to a franchise is actually really fun and unique and rare.
That's nice because I don't want you to, I was worried because I know people who just watch people play tons of RE4 before they play it. And it's like, no, you're not supposed to learn the meta yet. You're supposed to break in and then figure the meta out as you go.
Like, I've seen like friends play the game or play the remake like on my second monitor while I'm watching them on Twitch, but it's like I haven't like played the game. I haven't experienced the thrills of corralling Ashley through the whole game, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun.
Aside that, everybody, thank you so much for coming. For me, I'm gonna probably come back tomorrow early in the morning and play more Pragmata. I've been enjoying that a lot. We just finally started the real game this morning. I've been putting it off because I just got distracted by playing the Star Fox series.
The real game?
Yeah, Pragmata has a demo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You played the demo.
I played the demo initially like months ago, and then I bought Pragmata, and I've had it for a month, and I keep meaning to play it, but then I started playing Star Fox 64 and loved it, and then I played original Star Fox, and then I played Star Fox 2, and then I played Star Fox Adventures, dropped it, and now I'm able to cycle back to Pragmata, and it's really good game. A little bit on the I guess easier side, but we'll see if it ramps up. But I'm really liking it, and it's a really endearing character. But yeah, everybody, thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Beryl, do you have anybody? Oh, wait. Can we raid Mame? Or I guess you can raid whoever you want.
No,
but...
Mame is good.
All right, I'm gonna raid Mame Meow. She's playing Resident
Same.
Evil 1 Remake. Yes.
All right.
And she's in her nurse costume. I love her nurse costume. Oh,
right,
you do the send off. You do the send off for everybody.
Thank you for coming, everyone. I will see you tomorrow. In 2 days. Pumpkin will see you tomorrow. And can I plug my Discord and shit?
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Does it let you? It should let you, right?
This
I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I think it works.
Oh.
We watch movies. Okay. We should post. It's great. And they are my socials where I post shorts and make really bad tweets. Because are you really a VTuber if you don't like tweet a lot? I don't
True.
think so.
I'm really online.
I like tweeting. I have a crippling addiction. It's because I was on K-pop stan Twitter 10 years ago. But alright, you guys take care, and I will see you another time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cut to my outro.